Hey, what's going on, family? Please make sure that you watch our webinar, which is the first step to getting started. So just text the phrase more info, MOREINFO, to the phone number 407-326-0086. Don't type it in the chat. Don't put it below. Text it to that phone number. That way you'll get that free webinar, but also it leads to a discovery call with me and my team to see how we can get you started. So again, if you love God, love people, and love real estate, this is it. Show me anything else to where you can make such an impact in your community, serve God, but also make a bunch of money doing it. We don't hide that. We want to make a lot of money doing what this is so that we can extend our hand in the community and continue to be the answer to affordable housing. Text more info to 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success. Let's get back to the show.
Hey, beautiful people. My name is Tiffany, and I'm the founder and executive director for Upward and Onward Jacksonville, Inc. First, I want to congratulate you for joining the ILF Masterclass, as this is your initial step, your first step for creating impact. So I came under Forston Consultants going on 2 years now, and I love it because their mentorship and their coaching is head on, side by side. They stay with you from the beginning. And still now, even with me having multiple ILFs, they're still providing their coaching, their skills, and their knowledge, and just their support overall. They help with forms. They help with teaching you how to communicate with those property managers for the facilities and also those social workers, just giving you that extra push, those extra nuggets that you absolutely need to be successful in the ILF community. So I would like to say, come on over. Come over. We would love to have you. And just like my brother and sister stated, if you love God, love people, and love real estate, this is the place for you. You will not regret it. You will love it, but you have to do the work. You have to do the work. And also with the CRM, don't tell Derrick, but yes, I'm still working. He cringes when I say that, but I'm still working my 9 to 5, but only because of their CRM, that comes with their mentorship, has allowed me to actually still be in a space that I love in my community, doing social work. I am a social worker with doing these things and also being impactful with housing. So come on over. We would love to have you. Don't think about it. Do not, because you're going to think yourself out of it. But, pray on it for sure. And we'll love to see you over with the ILF family. Talk to you later.
What's going on, everybody? And welcome to the live broadcast. Don't wait to be great. And I am your host, Mr. Derrick Forston. I'm super excited that you guys are here. So I hope that you're here because you love God, you love people, and you love real estate, right? So I'm Mr. ILF, right? So I am the trademark and founder of Forston Consultants and the trademark holder of the independent living facility model, right? So before we get super deep in this, I want to know, if anybody's new to us. We get a lot of people that just come here all the time. But if you're new to me, I want to shout you out personally. So if you met me within the last 7 days, or you discovered us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok in the last 7 days or so, and I'm super new to you, and also put in the chat what city and state you're in, because today I'm excited. We're going to be talking about how to find your first property. And not only am I going to give some advice, I'm going to have some of the people that always are joining us and that are part of our family. I'm going to have them kind of tune in and say kind of how they got their property. So if I were you, I would tag somebody. I would beg somebody else to come into this. If you know that there's somebody else that love God, love people, and love real estate and want to make a bunch of money doing God's will, I would lead them here if I was you, right? So people like Jermaine, right? People like the Chambers family, Antonia, them, I'm going to be explaining even how they got their first property, because all of us got them a little bit different. And then if you stay to the end, I'm actually going to talk about what's my favorite way, and the way that I'm actually pray over all of y'all that I wish that all of y'all get y'all properties. So we're going to talk about a lot of ways, but before I leave the day, I'm going to pray over y'all a specific prayer of my favorite way for y'all to get y'all property, and I'm going to pray it over you that it happens. Does that make sense, everybody? So I'm in Orlando, Florida, but our coaching is in 41 states. So we're super proud of that. I oversee tons, over 390 ILFs now, guys, throughout 41 states, and we want you to be next, especially if you're a nurse, LPN, CNA. If you're in healthcare already, You used to work in a group home, social worker, case manager. We're really pushing this towards the healthcare people now because you all already get it. I don't have to drill this in your brain. We just got to show you guys how to add the real estate component to it, right? So we're super excited about that. And guys, we got a lot of stuff coming up. We got a lot of events coming up, right? So we're going to be talking about that stuff too. So don't let me forget to bring that up, T, right? But I want to jump right into today's topic, right? So now I want to just make sure though, is it anybody that's new to us or are we all family here? Because I don't see any news in the chat just yet. And if that's true, no problem. I'm going to just jump into it. But if it's anybody that's new to us, I want to make sure, right, that I shout you guys out because I appreciate you guys being here. You have a lot of choices where you could be, but y'all chose to be here, and I appreciate that. So let's do this. I don't see any news in the chat yet. So that means everybody that's with us now is pretty much family or you've been here before. So let's get some help just from a couple people because as I begin to talk, I want the people in the chat that'll see this live and people that also watch this on a replay, right? I want a couple of people like Jermaine, T, and Antonia. I want you all three to also put in the chat right now, how did you find your first property? And guys, what you just heard about 3 of the people that I just talked about, 2 of them are under my one-on-one coaching. 1 of them are in our DIY program. And I'm going to just let you see the difference, if at all, of how they found their property. And then I'm going to name a couple of different ways. So if you're taking notes today, right, this is a great point to bring your pen and pencil out, right? So obviously there's a lot that needs to happen before you're ready to get your first property. If you've been around me for any amount of time, we talk about heavily how to become a housing referral agent first. Because if you can't get your phone to ring, this business is going to be hard. This whole business is built on relationship and people knowing that you do this. So if you're not being known for what you do, how do people know to kind of trust you with it when you do reach out? So one of the disclaimers I'm going to lead out with right away is that, first of all, you need to be a walking billboard. As you guys like see me often, I always say this, but most of the clothing I wear has something to do with one of my businesses. Like today, Second Chance Housing is on my left shoulder. So one more time, I'm always going to look like what I'm talking about. When I'm trying to convince somebody to rent their property, right, or lease their property, I'm not going to go in my favorite jersey of the team that I like. I'm not going to even go in an all black t-shirt, which I got 1,000 of them, and I got 500 white t-shirts. But it's better to put that logo on it, whether it's a patch, whether it's embroidery, whether it's that DTF stuff, whatever you like to do. Now, this shirt here happens to be probably, I'd imagine, y'all, this t-shirt got to be 5 or 6 years old, right? And if I can remember, it's from Old Navy, but we went and got this embroidered. When I had my job as a social worker, I literally was 2 minutes away from this company that's what they did, print t-shirts and all of that. So when I got the vision of this, I went straight to that place, and I liked how that embroidery looked. So a lot of my stuff, my hats, like this even says Forston Consultants, embroidered. So mostly everything that I'm wearing, y'all, is always going to be what I do, because when I begin to talk to people as they're judging me, I want them reading what I do. So as the new people begin to come in, I want y'all to read the chat, because some of my people that's under my one-on-one coaching, I'm letting them tell you how did they get their first property. But I'm just leading out with, because I hadn't even said one of mine yet. I'm just leading out with, because Katara Johnson, you just got here. I want you to do the same thing. Katara, how did you get your first property? And I want the other people to hear that you guys are under my one-on-one coaching. Jermaine Mills is under our DIY program, meaning he can't call me. He's one of the people that said, Derrick, I don't need you to hold my hand, bro. I don't need all that stuff. If you're going to give me all your stuff that your one-on-one people get, Derrick, and all you need me to do is just follow it, and I can be successful, Derrick, that's all I need. Now, some people say, no, Derrick, I want you to hold my hand. That was like Katara. That was like Lee and Antonia, right? That was like T. Sims in Baltimore, Maryland, in that DMV area. See, T, I'm doing good, T. DMV, T. So I love to say guys, I know I'm beating this dead horse, but some people don't get it. You're going to go in your favorite blouse next Wednesday when you go meet that realtor or the case manager. I don't believe in that. I want you to be a walking billboard with either a polo, t-shirt, or if you bougie like T, because T bougie. T may not go and get no polo. T may wear a nice blouse, but she still got the embroidery of what her company's name is. Now, I'm off of that boat for a second. Now, Tia Johnson that just came in, who's under my one-on-one coaching, Tia different from everybody I just named. Tia didn't have to go ask nobody nothing. So that nice shirt that she wearing in her picture, she can wear that actually because she had to ask nobody. Tia owns her property, and that's the goal. Derrick said one day the goal is to be like Tia Johnson in Haines City, Florida, that owns her property outright and not even a mortgage over it. Lee, you know how powerful that is, Lee, to own a 3-bed, 2-bath, and Tia does the luxury model of the ILF. Make sense, y'all? And Tia does the private rooms only, but Tia owns that place. So Tia don't got to ask nobody to rent that place and give that story and that spiel that I teach y'all. But when she's going to see those case managers or social workers or the lady at the Salvation Army or the Goodwill or the homeless shelter, I do want Tia to wear that branded shirt because her blouse ain't no good down there. Make sense, y'all? So I want you to look like what you're talking about. Now, I spent a lot of time on just that. I'm moving on now because Katara Johnson's in the room. I'm going to lead out for one of the ways that she got her first property. Under my coaching, and I give 1,000 ways to do this, but I say, Katara, I want you to go and visit some real estate events. Sometimes trying to convince Mr. Joe, who owns this house, who raised his kids in it, he got married in the backyard and gave birth to 2 of his sons in the house because mama don't believe in going to the hospital. It's hard to convince that guy to rent his home because his heart attached to it. Katara, does that make sense? And did you remember when I told you that? I said, Katara, we're going to ask all kind of people, can we rent their place? But the difference between a real estate investor and Mr. Joe, the real estate investor just bought that house for $200,000. He just spent $60,000 rehabbing it. He don't care what you do in it as long as you pay the daggum rent because he's trying to recoup his investment, Jermaine. Mr. Joe that got married in the backyard, 2 of his sons were born in the house. Boy, that's a hard conversation with that guy because his heart attached to it. He want to know what you doing, how many people going to be in it, how much of money you making. You're going to hear me talk about today, my new people. If you meet a landlord that's asking all those questions, that is not the guy we looking for. We looking for the landlord that say, man, I don't care what you doing here, bro. Can you pay this rent? I've been doing this long enough, ladies and gentlemen, that 90% of landlords, and I'm one of them, meaning I got property, y'all, and I rent to a mom, dad, and 3 kids. But if one of y'all, and that's real country because I'm from the South, but if one of y'all called me and I had an empty property and you talking about, hey, Mr. Derrick, you know, I want to rent your property because, you know, and you give me that spiel, I'm going to be concerned about, man, can you pay the rent? Forget about what you're doing. I'm an investor. And I don't care about what you're making. I don't care if you make $1 million a month in that place. If I'm asking for my $2,200, please run me my $2,200. But guess what, y'all? I go back to the dentist Monday because they're going to get the other side now. Y'all, I'm on a whole dental journey. Upper right, upper left, bottom right, then Invisalign. I'll explain that on our other YouTube channel. But does that make sense, y'all? One more time. The guy that we're looking for to rent the property, that's why I told Katara to go to real estate events. Those people don't care what you do in this property. How genius is that? Jermaine, I'm also going there because I got some of my properties from Zillow. But he used the language and the verbiage that we gave him that's in that DIY product. So one more time, I'm going to slow it down for all of my new people. And one more time now, if we just family, y'all sit back and relax. Today is for people that are already seasoned and they're in it. And if you don't have a property yet, you just take notes and write it down and put it in your back pocket because you'll use this later. I'm only talking about right now that I'm going to be going to real estate events, and I'm going to connect with also real estate. I'm looking for a realtor that's investor friendly. So when I talk to that realtor, the first thing I'm going to ask is, are you used to helping people look for a property that they're going to use kind of like a business? And watch me drop a gem right now that I usually will only give my people that's under my coaching. Watch this. I've taught my one-on-one people like y'all, the spiel that I give y'all, guess who sounds better than giving that spiel than you? Even though if you master it, give that spiel to your realtor. Oh, that's so genius. T. Sims, they ain't going to admit it, but that is genius. What if I give the spiel that I teach y'all to the realtor? Because they come trusted already. Guys, I'm giving y'all stuff I only teach in my masterclass. I hope the new people at least taking notes. If I get a realtor and I say, hey, Mr. Realtor, I ain't trying to tell you how to do your job, but my coach, my big brother that do this, he teach us to say this. And he told me if I give it to you, it's going to sound better coming from you anyway, because they trust you as the realtor. So, Antonia, those videos that you watching, because you now under the one-on-one, and now when you call me and I teach y'all to do it, how about if you give that to your realtor, whether they're investor friendly or not? And the easiest way it says, Mr. Travis, I'm not trying to tell you how you do your job, but my coach that coaches in 41 states, he told me as a realtor, if you say this, especially because you're the realtor, they gonna trust you more than me. So it's like you representing me. It's almost like, why would I go to court without my lawyer and represent myself? That is foolish. No different from this property thing. Why go to this property owner person without the realtor? But if I bring the realtor, Mr. Travis, with me, and he's saying that Derrick spill, oh my goodness. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, I hope that makes sense. It's genius to me. That's why when I taught that masterclass the other night for the healthcare people, and I think Tessie was a part of that, I said, you guys already come trusted. When I teach all that spiel, and then you say, oh, and by the way, I'm also a nurse. Now, if you disagree with that, I say, Derrick, that's baloney, bro. That don't really make sense to me. Like, just be honest. I'm cool with that too. But if you think that makes sense, like T said and like Antonia and Lee said, like, because watch this. What if you're not under my coaching and you don't know that spiel I'm talking about? No problem. The realtor still presents it better than you do. One thing I told these people, bro, one thing they'll never be able to say about Derrick is, dog, Derrick ain't gonna hide it. Now, granted, when you get that one-on-one coaching, it's just way different. But just on a level of what I call my community content, I drop more gems than what some of these fake coaches charge y'all for. Anyway, where's Katara Johnson? I want to go in the chat, and I want to see, did Katara put anything? Because Katara was one of the, I'm going to say, first people, actually. Let me see if Katara in here. Did she leave me hanging? Where Katara at? I see her hollering at Tia and Jermaine. Here go Katara. I connected with real estate investors at a local real estate event. Thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer's my assistant in here, y'all. She's also the grant giver and super helpful to me, so that I don't have to look for this stuff. She put it right on screen. Thanks, Jen. I connected with real estate investors at a local real estate event for 2 of my properties. The other one was through relationship my sorority sister established with a tired landlord. That screams my coaching in more than one way. Katara gave y'all a bonus. She gave y'all 2. You know the beautiful part about coaching? What if you don't know to do that? Now, Katara is a genius in her own right. Don't get that twisted. She's very smart. Her and her husband, right? But what if you just don't know that? But what I like about Katara just even more, she did something that we call move at the speed of instruction. Jennifer, can you type that and put that on the screen in all caps? Move at the speed of instruction. And Katara, what I found out over just the last few months of saying it that way, Katara, you know that bothers some people when I say it like that. Some people prefer this way, Katara, because that word instruction, it itches people the wrong way sometimes. Some people don't like that word instruction. But you know what that also tells me a little bit? You need to work on yourself a little bit. Katara didn't tell me, Derrick, I don't like how you said that. Some people struggle with the delivery. Guys, the message is always usually more important than the messenger. Back to the point. Move at the speed of instruction. She immediately went to the event. She said, well, Derrick, okay, great, bro. When I get here, what do I do? Again, showing humility. Derrick, I'm smart, but I know you know it, bro. So instead of me guessing, Derrick, what should I do? And boy, I remember us telling you, Katara. And Katara, if I'm wrong about it, you tell me. Otis was still around when you went to that event. If I remember, if I'm wrong, you go correct me. But I remember us telling you to take your laptop and put a running reel of like a 2-minute video of beds, bathrooms, kitchens. And at the time, Katara was fresh under my coaching. She didn't have none of that, but yes, she did, because I'm her brother. So all the pictures came from us. Her virtual assistant, which comes with our coaching, put it all together. So Katara's job is to go and just be beautiful at this thing, because the foundation's laid. We told her where to go. I mean, I put her around a pool of investors that say, Katara, I don't care what you do here. Can you pay the rent? And then lucky for her, or I should use the word blessed of her, people say, oh my God, Miss Johnson, I really love this, what you're doing. And you call it 311 Solutions. What does that mean? Katara, tell the people in the chat, why did you even choose that name? But y'all, my point was Katara didn't know to do that. That's why she took the coaching. And thank God for a great family who knew she wanted to do this. They pushed Katara to Orlando to come and see us. Katara didn't know me. Her family knew the vision. Talk about a great family and a great backing. Oh, that just gave me chill bumps. I talk about all the time, make sure that you're around the right people and you pray for it. God, can you bring the right people around me while I'm trying to build this dynasty in your name? And God, can you get rid of the wrong people and the knuckleheads that don't need to be around me while I'm building it? Talk about a good family. And Katara talking about, no, I don't know. Her family talking about, her sister, her husband, her mom pushed her. Jermaine, you ever heard of that phrase called pushed off the porch or jumped off the porch? Most of us like to say the phrase, we jumped off the porch to do something. Not Katara. If she's honest, and she has been, they pushed her off the porch because they knew it was her dream. Oh, Lord, I hope somebody getting this. Lord, have mercy. Does that make sense, or is that at least encouraging somebody other than me right now? Now, I'm going to move on to my next point, but can 5 of y'all put in the chat? Derrick said go to real estate events. They're free. Katara was blessed to go to set up what we call a booth. Had a little table, her flyers, her pens, her free gifts that she would give people. And my gem was, I said, Katara, I say, nobody going to do this, Katara. I say, but everybody comes to the booth for the person that has chocolate. Guys, one of my biggest tricks, y'all know my biggest trick when I go to the hospital is take the coffee and donuts. But when I do like these events, I'm going to have the chocolate, the Snickers bar, the Milky Way, right? The Baby Ruth. Whatever your favorite chocolate is, and if it's hot, you got to be careful with that too. But people swarm to the table where the goodies are, the granola bar. There is no melting with the granola bar. So if the event is outside, maybe we don't do the chocolate. But when you got something to munch on, that's where everybody's coming, which gives me a chance to show what I do. Oh, I hope this make a lot of sense. And I ain't even looked at the chat yet. Katara, I know this made sense to you because you did it. But everybody else, does this make sense though? And I'm in the chat now. Okay. And from that one event, 2 of her properties came from it. And then if you stay to the end again, I'm going to release my favorite, and that I'm going to pray over all of y'all. That's kind of happening to Katara and a few other of y'all. Let me go in the chat. I want to see what Jermaine said. Jermaine's another one. T. Sims is another one. So before I give my next one, I want to see what y'all said. If you are under my coaching or you already have a property, put in the chat, how did you get your first property? We're going to work this thing together. T. Sims over there in Baltimore, Maryland, in that DMV area says, I spoke with several landlords and received multiple no's back to back. See, this is my favorite place to coach from right here. When you get told no, some of y'all run the forums and check them out, man, this don't work. I don't know how these people doing that, but this don't work. She said, but I stayed persistent until I found a private landlord on Zillow and got a yes. So just like Jermaine, she used Zillow, but she used the coaching of what are you looking for when you own Zillow? Because all of those listings are not equal in terms of the ones that we're going to reach out to. I love that. So one more time, ladies and gentlemen, and T, if you remember, can you just give us a rounded number of how many no's did you get before you got the yes? And that person was like, oh my God, I love this. Because I want that to be an encouragement to people, because a lot of times it works better when it comes from y'all. They said, Derrick, man, I know that's just you, Derrick. You've been doing it a while. T. Sims never did this in her life. But use the spiel and the verbiage and the language that we give that works anywhere in all 50 states. Because if you take my verbiage with the thought process that I told you that 95% of landlords don't care what you do. They just want to know how you're going to pay the rent and how can you assure them of that. The other side is that God, when I approached this guy about this idea, let it sound like the best thing since sliced bread, because God, people are scared of this thing. They don't want to rent it to me. But God, is one person that's going to want to be like, wow, this is really cool. I don't mind that. God, bring those people to me and these people under my coaching. But T, I told you the day you met me, I said, T, you're going to get a bunch of no's. I said, but T, one person, one lady, or one guy going to say, oh my God, I really like this idea. Let's try it. Let me look in the chat and see if T done left me hanging or is she talking to me. T said it was 10. Now, don't raise your hand. Don't put nothing in the chat. But how many of you would get really discouraged if you got told no 3 times? T, put in the chat over how long, T? Couple days, couple months. Now, I know the answer, but I want T to put it because y'all don't. T's under my one-on-one coaching. And if I can even tell on T and she's typing it, yes, it gets frustrating to hear no when you got this dream. And if you move the way T does and you're starting to get the calls, oh, it's really frustrating. There's different levels of frustration in this ILF business, and some of them are good frustration. Some of them are bad frustration. The good frustration was T was doing the work to make her phone ring, but everybody kept saying, when can I move him in? When can I move him in? We ready. And T like, Derrick, that training you gave me to get the phone ringing, bro, it is crazy. It's blowing me up. But Derrick, I keep getting these no's. She said, but Derrick, because T was honest, she said, but Derrick, you did tell me it was going to be like this. And the day, because now, she spoke about this in our private group. So if you're under my one-on-one coaching or the collective, please go watch that. T told the story about the yes that we thought we had, T. I didn't forget about that. T got a yes, and we were jumping and dancing. You should have saw the emojis going back and forth between me and T and Shay. But it was like, wah, 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 wah. That was not it. That was, and before I read her response in the chat, that was frustrating. Talk about getting no's is frustrating. Try getting a no. Ask T. Sims about getting a yes, and it changes on you almost overnight. T. Sims, am I lying? She said over a month, 10 no's in a span of a month. Now, I know some people get a no and they curl up in a knot. for 4 weeks, and it just stammers them. If that's the right word, if that's a power, it just stammers everything they're trying. It just put the brakes on it. I love the people that just keep pushing. And the only reason why I really say that, I'm gonna be honest, because I had to do that. Now, some of my people, they get coached one time from me, go talk to 2 people and get a yes from both people, and they got to make a choice of which house they want. Lord have mercy. But you know what? We can't control that. Now, you can't add that to your prayer. God, can you give me that favor? Like, God, can you give me that favor? Like, I got people that meet me, and we within 40 days, 30 days, they got a house and people in it. Some of y'all couldn't imagine that. Katara Johnson, who's one of the best people that I coached this in terms of doing it, took her 3 years. She's the longest, but the best, probably my top 3 all time of doing this game, her and her family. How crazy is that? But I can show you a guy that live a couple houses down the road from me, got 1 or 2 coaches, big shout out to the Gibbs family, and within 45 days had 1 house, filled it in 30 days. House number 2, he bought it because he was like, oh my God, this is genius. He's a real estate guy. He bought the second. He said, Derrick, I get it, bro. He went and bought and filled it. Got 2 houses, less than 60 days, rented 1, bought 1. Some of y'all can't imagine that. But like I tell you all, that ain't everybody's story. Because if you know me and how I talk it, I tell you to give me 6 to 9 months of your life. By that time, you should be up and running. It just so happens a lot of my people do it in 30 days, 45 days, 90 days, 6 months, 5 months, 8 months. Some people are different, y'all. So I'm real good at telling you guys, don't beat yourself up about how long it takes. I don't care about how long it takes, just that you don't give up. Now, if you give up, that's when you go in my other bucket, right? I got another family on here. We had that conversation, I think, Friday, yesterday or Thursday, because they were thinking that it was taking them longer. I said, no, well, by now, you guys should have probably made a little bit more traction. But me personally, as your big brother, as your coach, I don't care how long it take you. Just don't give up. If you give up, you go in that other bucket. It's 2 buckets. Well, it's actually kind of 3. But if you go in that bucket of giving up, I can assure this never works for you and you never fulfill God's will in your life gonna suck. It's gonna remain the same. Because again, 97% of y'all that come to us or want to do something like this, y'all say that God called y'all to this. The devil is a liar that we're going to say God called us to something and not fulfill it. And the cool part about it is that most of y'all, when y'all get 1 or 2 of these, y'all often start another business under us, just like something different, completely different. And it's usually through the talking and the encouragement and your coaching calls, and we come up with different ideas. A lot of my one-on-one people, after they get this, we don't talk about ILF no more. Like, what is the next idea now? Because you can build these on repeat. McDonald's has the recipe to just keep building building after building after building, and the recipe's the same. Tia Johnson, does that make sense? McDonald's don't have to build the building and think about, well, what we gonna serve here? How we gonna do it? Should we put a drive-through? Should we do a sandwich called a Big Mac? No. It's already a process. How many pickles? How many squirts of ketchup? How much of mustard? You can bring a dummy from the street and plug him into McDonald's. That's one thing people has always bragged about with McDonald's. They got a system, y'all, and it works. A high school student can do it, or a 68-year-old lady that retired but had to come back to work because life done got crazy and everything's so expensive. They got systems. That's his ILF, and that's why I love it. We were speaking to a group of people yesterday, about 45 people, private group, and these are all of these people probably were like over 250,000, not millionaires, but these people were all over 250K a year in terms of income. Every one of them, and this shows me how mindset works too with a certain group of people, according to just how people think. And sometimes that's tied to income. When we gave the survey, everyone, Anthony, I want you to listen to this really good. And Lee, come to your edge of your seat again, because here's another one I want you to hear, Lee. I think it was about 45, because I remember them saying it was under 50. So I'm going to say 49 people. Every one of them, Lee, not 48, not 47, not 90. You know, I give percentages all the time. Not 98%. 100% of the people, when given the survey, they stated that the reason they like our model and the way we do it is because it's a system. It ain't just me coaching. Even though on YouTube, y'all just see me talking and coaching. That DFS system that we give y'all with the coaching, our DIY people get it, our collective group coaching people get it, and the one-on-one people get it, and the legacy people get it. Lee, every one of those people said that it was because of the system. Is what kind of like turned it on for them and why they wanted to get it. Digital Flow Solutions is an all-in-one system, guys, that allows you to run this business even when you can't. Shay and I took off the entire month last year of December and most of November, but for sure December. I didn't take a call. I didn't take a client. I did nothing but just plan for the next year, which is this year. That was through the goodness of God, first of all. But second of all, was because of that system that answered our phones, that responded to people. And I got a great team of virtual assistants like Jennifer, who's in here right now, putting this stuff on this screen for me as I'm talking about it. And that's the part, again, ladies and gentlemen, is why you would want to be hooked up to us in our coaching. Yeah, my coaching is great, but when you get into this, it's a system, actually. That's why people are able to get multiple houses. You think I want Lee and Antonia to get one house? Why not get 3 or 4 of these and then say, hey, Derrick, what should we do now? Because these run good. They all feel it. Derrick, you know, I always been thinking about, Derrick, I've always wanted to do, and see, Lee them would have never got that talk from me in their collective group, but my one-on-one people get my business coaching. So when they're ready to move on to their next business, because according to our private group meeting the other day that they're in, which is our group coaching, I hope you guys are working on an app, because you guys are truck drivers too. Why can't Lee develop an app that does? See, I don't even know the trucking world, so I don't even know what to think of. Those people that do that dispatch stuff, why can't we build an app for them to make their life easier? What can we build in the trucking? See, guys, I'm coaching them one-on-one right now, actually. Y'all don't even know what I'm talking about. They're building an ILF brand, which they already got their first house in less than 60 days of knowing me, less than 5 coaching sessions. But Lee also drives trucks. So we talked in their private group. I was telling them about AI tools and all of this stuff. And I told them a tool that they can go and build an app just by talking in it. You talk in this app, say, hey, can you build me an app that helps every truck driver in America check the gas? Where's the lowest gas? Where's the next stop rest station? Where's the nearest food? And all that stuff, internet, I don't even know about. You sit in the passenger seat, but you know 1,000% more about trucking than me because you around it every day. I gave them that idea, but in the business coaching, we're going to help them develop it. How do we put it on iTunes? How do we put it in that Android store? How do we promote it to the world of truck drivers? See, I'm getting off now, but that's just what that one-on-one coaching looks like. Does that make sense, y'all? Now, I know that last 3 minutes, I was just kind of going another direction. Man, this is good stuff, man. Give me a second, y'all. I'm going to go in the chat because we laid back today. Shay's not here, so I can be a little loose, y'all. I have no oversight today other than Tia and maybe Katara. Them two try to, you know, keep me lined in. But let me check the chat real quick. And not a lot of new people today, so I'm glad that we're having a lot of family talk. Like, this is some deep stuff. Oh, and by the way, I'll just check again real quick. Anybody new to us? Anybody new to us? And Jennifer looks like she's doing something on screen. Looks like she's been a blessing. Hi, everyone. I'm here as the grant giver today, and I'm excited to bless someone with $1,000 scholarship, group coaching, that will bring it to $3,997 and one-on-one coaching that would bring it to 6,500. So it looks like Jennifer, who's our grant giver, she's a part of our company, and she's one of my virtual assistants in the Philippines. Looks like she's offering a $1,000 grant. So either if you want the group coaching or the one-on-one, she's giving $1,000 towards that. And the only looks like the requirement will be a 5-star Google review. So Jennifer, I want to make that real easy. I don't want them to write an essay. They ain't got to answer 1,000 questions. They don't have to pass the test. If they give a 5-star Google review, they can get that. It looks like she's doing 1-in-1. So Jennifer, how should they let you know if they want that? Good stuff. So put in the chat, Jennifer, how do you want them to communicate that with you? Let me see. Jermaine said, this is the only thing I don't like about DIY. I don't get to talk about these good ideas with you. So, Antonia, you better tell your brother over there he need to upgrade, right? I brag on Jermaine so much, y'all, because Jermaine, again, y'all know we joke and we tease all the time, but Jermaine, again, is the epitome of still what it looks like to move at the speed of instruction. Guys, Jermaine has 2 houses, and 20 beds span those 2 houses. And we did the math before, so I ain't gonna bore y'all with that. But if y'all can do 850 times 20 beds, that's what he's seeing per month, y'all. But he's not under my one-on-one coaching. He's not in the collective group coaching. Jermaine's under my DIY, y'all, and it's only $1,000. In fact, it's $997, right? I think Jennifer's got a scholarship for that for like $100. Anyway, Jermaine doesn't get to talk to me. He doesn't get to come to that group meeting every 14 days. He don't get that monthly meeting. He can't pick up the phone. Antonia and Lee, Monday through Friday, can just pick that phone up and say, hey, Derrick, what you think about this, bro? Because I was, messing around with that OpenClaw thing, that AI tool, and it's building me that app you talked about. I'm also using Lovable. And Derrick, I just want to talk to you about how we going, no problem. We'll jump on the Zoom, we'll call. Like, they can come to Florida and go to any of my ILFs and walk in it like they own it. If Lee got to connect in Florida, that say, Lee, I see you guys are doing great work in North Carolina and Dallas and down there in Salem. But, we got a need down in Orlando. He don't have to call me and say, hey, Derrick, this lady want to talk to you. Lee can literally jump on a plane and say, Derrick, I need the door code to 3 of your places. Because I got some social workers and some case managers and the director of nursing of this other thing, and they want to come tour facilities in Orlando because they want to work with us. And Derrick, I told him it was me. No problem, Lee. Lee, he go to address to 123 Main Street, and the door code is AB 3369. Lee, he go to the other one to a civil court. The door code is 994. Like, that's what the one-on-one coaching does, y'all. The access is just crazy, right? And as I said, probably in 2027, one-on-one coaching will probably come to an end. I'll probably drive everybody to group coaching, right? And that's just to buy my time back. But if you're already locked in, unless Lee kicked me to the curb, Lee stuck with me for life. Lee is my brother now. Unless Lee say, Derrick, you know what, dog, man, it's been real, bro, but me and Antonia finna move to Alaska, and we gonna start this Eskimo thing, and we gonna sell ice. Lee, I wish you the best, big dog. Right? But unless he do that, Lee can't get rid of me. He might have to teach me how to drive that truck, because Lee, don't tell nobody, but Lee, I've never been taught how to drive a stick shift. I don't know how to drive a stick shift, Lee. So Lee may have to teach me how to do that. Anyway, I want to get back over really quickly to the notes, because I only said that one thing, and we 47 minutes in. So watch this, y'all. I want to talk about how do we do this also through social media. So one more time, how can we find our property through social media? Let's take a really quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Hey, everybody. My name is Jermaine. I've been with Derrick and Shay for about 4 months now. I got my first property within a month and a half or so of being under their coaching. I have a 6-bedroom house. I got all the rooms filled already. I'm charging $800 a month. You guys do the math on that. Derrick and Shay don't like to talk about the money, but me, I'm a numbers guy. But The coaching is fantastic. Like, you will not lose. You will not lose. Please make the decision. Getting this coaching, whether it's the DIY or the 101 coaching. If you can do it with the DIY without talking to Derrick every day, then go for it. But if you can do it and you need somebody to hold your hand, you need to call Derrick whenever you need him, then I suggest you get the 101 coaching. Yeah, it's been the best decision of my life, man. I'm telling you, like, get with it, and get ready to fire your boss, because it's going to happen. Thank y'all. Peace.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. So thank y'all so much again. Super appreciate you guys being here. And I hope that I say at least one thing every time that I come on that at least spurs an idea or motivates you to keep moving forward. I told you guys, and I want to make sure I probably say this more, because I'm always so go, but I want to just make sure that people understand that, listen to your big brother here, right? A part of me don't care how long it take you to get this up and running. Now, I want you to get it up and running fast. But I'll be honest, guys, I'm not on you about, like, you got to do this in 90 days. I just don't want you to give up. Make sense? Because I keep telling you, one of my best people I coached is at, who's good at it. It took her 3 years to get started. First property, first person, to where it seemingly clicked. And if you just saw in the chat, Katara told Tia to hold it down because she's moving in 2 new people today. So that's what I'm talking about, y'all. Like, I just saw, she said, Tia, you got to keep him on track. She said, I'll be in and out. Prepare for 2 new move-ins. Oh, I hope that makes sense, y'all. So one more time, because I don't want y'all to say, well, Derrick going to be on me if I don't get started in 90 days. Guys, if it take you 9 years, I just don't want you to give up. So just keep pushing, because most of y'all got jobs. So that kind of helps. But if you don't have a job, like a lot of my new people that I'm coaching who just got fired, laid off, all that furlough stuff, like, guys, kind of don't be like them. Come to me before you lose your job or before you lose your temper. The goal is, under my sound of my voice, I want you to make the decision when it's time to leave that job, not them telling you, hey, get out of here. God grace me, y'all. I told y'all that my job should have fired me my last 6 months. But I was such a great employee for those 9 years, or 8 years and 6 months. For 8 years and 6 months, I was the best thing going, y'all. But those last 6 months, when God gave me this vision to be in this, I couldn't focus at that job. I was not a great employee. I came in late. I left early, and I was taking 2-hour lunches. And I almost dared them to fire me. Because I said, in other words, y'all, I just found what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. This is a job. Now, that may sound cocky, but watch this, though. Big shout out to every one of my coworkers, my supervisor, my manager, my director, that were all great people that also knew what I was trying to do. That's called favor. Now, on the natural side of things, it's called, Derrick, you was a great employee for 8 years and 6 months. That bought you grace. That's going to mean something to somebody. I don't know why I said that. But for those last 6 months, I'll admit, on any other job, they should have got rid of me. I'm in the middle of treatment room, and when that other phone that I had bought for that business started to ring, guys, as bad as that sound, like somebody, a client could be in there talking to us and the doctor, and I'll shoot out of there. I'm gone. Somebody calling second chance. I had to start at this, y'all. And I knew one day, one of these things going to have to take a hit. It's either this job or this thing that I'm going to build that's going to feed my family for the rest of my life. This job can get rid of me anytime they want to. I just coach y'all to try to be the best employee your last 6 months. Because some of y'all need to go back to that place and build a relationship. Somebody needed that tea. I'm just not sure who it was. Watch this, though, y'all. I'm going back to my notes. And y'all, I apologize for going kind of slow today because I'm a little loose because my jaw feel better. It's not going to be that way Monday, so I better take advantage of this, right? That's what I'm going to do, Tia. Tia, I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm probably not going live Monday because I'm going to be in pain, I think, until I have no oversight today. So, and Tia say I'm doing great. So if Tia said that, y'all may have to just bear with me today, right? Since newer people are joining, one more time, because if anybody that's new, I want to make sure I greet you, right? Anybody that's new to us, type the word new in the chat with city and state. I want to greet you personally. The second way that I promised to talk about today, y'all, to find your first piece of real estate is social media. And what I mean by that, again, is this. I kind of said it earlier, but when people always see what you do, it's easy to believe you. If you go to my page right now, either at Derrick Forston or Second Chance Housing, guys, this is all I talk about is this. So if I contact a person on social media, or if I put a post out, which all of y'all should be doing, because under my coaching, if you in my DIY collective or one-on-one coaching, I almost mandate you 7 days a week to post this. Are you a landlord tired of chasing families to collect your rent and would rather collect program guaranteed money? Give us a call. I would love to connect with you as we pay guaranteed rent on time, all the time, and sometimes early, depending on, because that's how we get it. Guys, that's literally a social media post. Does that make sense, y'all? I'm putting the message out every day of what I'm looking for. And because we're living in a world today where they're going to check your social media and not trust you by handshake, to me, it's called POC, proof of concept. So when he go to my, he can say, wow, this is what this guy meant. All he talking about is renting rooms and helping the homeless and veterans and housing people. And he said that he the answer to affordable housing. I posted yesterday. Are you a mayor, city commissioner? Are you a part of code enforcement? Are you a decision maker in your city? Because I want to come talk to you and your team. We are the answer to affordable housing. You just didn't know it yet. My name is Derrick Forston, and I want to come and meet you either via Zoom or in person, and lunch is on me if you let me come in person. Y'all, I'm giving y'all my sauce. And Tania, are you listening or is Lee driving? Tia, does that make sense, Tia, while I'm putting it out in front of their face? Jermaine, why hide it? I want the world to know. You guys can't knock on 1,000 doors a day. You can't call 1,000 people a day. But social media, I can reach thousands of people with the touch of a button. And don't let me put an ad behind it and run ads on it, Facebook and Instagram ads, and put $5 on it. Now, instead of just your auntie seeing it, the 2 people at your church seeing it, now 13,000 people see that you looking to rent a property. There is some landlord saying, man, I wish I could rent my property to somebody that should pay the rent, and it's guaranteed. I'm tired of these families. I'm tired of people that can't pay the rent. I'm looking for somebody that can pay guaranteed rent. They looking for you, just like you looking for them. Oh, I hope that makes sense. I'm taking a class coming up on the 15th, 16th, and 17th. The second day of that class is not how do I find my customers. Here's a coaching moment. How do I position myself the way they find me, because they're already looking for what I do? Oh, I hope that makes sense. And I already know, because the guy said it already. He's offering a $10,000 course at the end of it. And guess who's going to buy it? Me. Because they're already doing it, y'all. They're killing it in their industry. And I'm not afraid to invest in myself. But the first thing is free, and it's a 3-day challenge. I'll be there the 15th, 16th, and 17th. And day 2 is their coaches, and I believe in it because my other coach coached the same thing. Derrick, we don't look for customers, dummy. We position ourselves for the people that's already looking for what I got. Let me break it down if you don't get it. If you sell the best fried chicken, I'm not looking for people to sell my fried chicken to. I'm looking for a group of people, 1,000 of them, that said, man, where is the best fried chicken? They already looking for it. Ooh. Antonia, what is Lee doing? Is Lee driving? Because I don't want Lee to run off the road. Because I knew that was powerful right there. When he said that to me, I'm getting chill bumps talking about it. I was like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. Let me bring this back to you again. Watch this. Y'all have heard how our messaging has changed with us saying, are you a nurse, LPN, or CNA? and you're going to learn how to house the homeless and the displaced and get away from these 12-hour shifts and your bad attitude boss and your crummy coworkers, join our ILF challenge. But watch this though. I'm not looking for nurses to join us, y'all. I'm positioning myself. I've joined 7 Facebook groups. One of them has 300,000 people in it. Another one got 200,000, and all the other ones got about 50 and 60,000 in each. Guess who joined those groups and posted my messaging in there now? Oh, Lord, Tia. Let me check the chat because Tia might be asleep. Tia, am I dropping game today or am I not? Tia, when my coach said that, it hit me like a ton of bricks. And I'm taking a class coming up, and he already said, y'all ain't hiding it. We got a $10,000 course, and we're gonna quadruple what you're making right now in any business you got. Because we got the tools, and I trust these guys because I follow all 3 of them already. Oh, I hope this makes sense. Tia, these are those times when I'm coaching, and if I feel like people ain't getting it, it make my head itch. Can 7 of y'all say, Derrick, this makes so much sense, bro? Tessie's saying it. How many of y'all feel like Tessie, or is it just me? The Gamble family, Miss Tisdale say, I am a nurse and we big tired. We need you. Now, I would love to know because she's a nurse. It will blow my mind right now if she's in one of those groups that I just told y'all about, which brought her here. Ma'am, can you tell me how you found us? Was it just regular YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or are you in one of these mini groups that I just joined that I'm throwing all my posts in now? I hope she's in one of those groups because that'll help me prove this point. But Antonia, does that make sense? Because I heard this a long time ago, and I was like, man, that's just a quote people saying it sound good. But now I was like, oh my God, this makes so much sense. If I cook the best red velvet cake and I'm trying to sell whole cakes for $50 or $8 a slice, I'm not looking for people to sell my cake to. I'm going to go into groups that are posted, we love cake, we're foodies, and we'll try anything. I'm joining groups that are called, we got a sweet tooth, what's your recipe? I'm trying to find 1,000 people that all they want to do is bake the best red velvet cake. I'm going to the conference of Duncan Hines, and when they're talking about the best flour, the best sugar, the best ingredients to make the best cake. Oh my goodness, boy. I am so excited about that, y'all. I learned this a couple of weeks ago, or I'll say relearned it, and I'm implementing it now, and it's working for us, y'all. I got another digital marketing company. Where do you think I'm marketing that at? Why would I put my digital marketing company in the red velvet cake theme? See, I'm going to make this make sense, Lee, because somebody going to miss it. Why would I put my digital marketing company in the ILF thing? Well, that's actually I could because it runs the ILF. But why would I put it? Don't match. Join the group where people are saying, man, I want to know how to automate my business. I'm trying to learn how to build a website in 60 seconds. I'm promoting digital flow solutions in there. I'm promoting the people that said, I got to get 15 different platforms just to run my one business. I want an all-in-one system that'll build my website, come with the phone, AI tools, automations, email templates. That's digital flow solutions. Oh my goodness. I hope one or two people at least getting what I'm saying. Because I'm literally finna take a $10,000 course for the crux of what I just told y'all. Now they're gonna go further and teach a bunch of other stuff, but that alone should change somebody's life. And no matter what you do. So with your ILF, prime example, somebody posted their ILF stuff the other day in our AI group. Guys, that's for AI. Don't do that. Post it in the group that says homelessness in my city. So if you live in Chicago, post it in homelessness in Chicago. Social workers of Illinois, case managers of the Windy City. You're joining those groups to post that. So one more time, and I'm done with that, because I'm talking about social media. Every day, 7 days a week, guys, you should have a post that says, are you a tired landlord that would just love to collect guaranteed rent without all the headaches? I have a guaranteed program that pays rent on time, all the time, and sometimes early, because that's how we get it, because it's government backed. And then, Antonia, if you do what I taught y'all in that private group, and you do a one-to-many to where we can get a bunch of people in one room. Anyway, I'm moving on. I'm going to go to my next point. My next point is kind of the same as the social media, and it's just word of mouth, right? And what I mean by that, there's a lady that contacted me this morning, and she's probably on this live. In fact, I hope she is. She says, Derrick, I'm in Kissimmee, Florida. I'm shutting down my house. I got 9 brand new beds and all brand new furniture if you want it. Now, if you listening with a listening ear, part of that should hurt your feelings, because we laugh and we joke and we play around. But let me be serious for 2 seconds, because she's probably in here. And ma'am, if you are, you don't even have to respond. Just listen, actually, because maybe it's too late. But let me use this for a teaching moment for my people. Why would you be shutting down a house with 9 beds in it, especially if you live in a city where my largest ILF is? So either A, she just found me, B, she refuses to invest in herself to learn it, because why are you shutting down? What's wrong that we're shutting down? And the reason why I know this person just got started, because they said the beds are still brand new. The furniture is brand new. That hurts my feelings, y'all. That means that she don't know what she's doing. And if I'm your big brother, even if I'm your YouTube brother, most of y'all are just, a lot of y'all in this current room are like, I'm y'all real brother, like meaning like you're under my coaching in some way. I don't care if it's even DIY. But some of y'all, I'm your YouTube brother. You may never buy something from me, but you know how many people lunch just from me running this big mouth on YouTube with no coaching, because we give it all away. So part of that hurts my feelings, but the second part is what I'm coaching about. Why would she contact me? Because she know I'm in Kissimmee and she know I do this. I am a no-brainer for her. Unlucky for her right now, I don't want it. Now, the funny part, Jermaine, 3 months from now, I'm going to be scratching to get another one in Kissimmee. She ain't going to be ready, or it's going to be over with. But the reason why I brought it up is to bring out 2 points. And the first one, or the second one, is more important for this conversation. She contacted me because I am a no-brainer. I've POC'd her. I am the proof of concept. She said, if I rent this house to Derrick, this is a no-brainer. Or if I sell the furniture to Derrick, this is a no-brainer, because he already do this. She probably got to break a lease now. She trying to get rid of this furniture now. Not even knowing her, I'm going to call myself her big brother. That kind of hurts my feelings for her, because I know that she got the dream to do it. She just don't know what she's doing. And ma'am, if you are in here and you just found me, if you can't afford the coaching, maybe consider our $5 group where both of my master classes are. That usually I would never give that to just that kind of group. But in 2026, I did that. So that master class I did the other night for 3 hours, it mimics that. It just ain't about the healthcare part. So if you're new to me and you didn't know that, guys, we got a $5 group. And if Jen can help me and put that on the chat, if you text the word 5 to 407-326-0086, that same number on that screen, like, you can join our $5 group. And a lot of people are launching from our $5 group. So I brag about that. I got something for everybody. My YouTube channel is my community content. It's free. It only costs you to pay attention. Make sense? Don't cost you no monetary money, but it does cost you time and for you to pay attention. I got several. In fact, Jennifer, let Hurley know I want her to post our Google reviews for people that say, Derrick, all I watched was your YouTube channel, bro, because I wasn't quite financially ready. But big bro, I done got started. God blessed me to get some money. I went HRA first and saved that money up and got my own house now. I want her to post that stuff to be an encouragement to show people that I got something free, $5, and we go up from there. And I'm going to be doing another masterclass soon about the HRA, meaning that you want to do this, but you don't have no money, you don't have no house, you ain't got the relationship, and you don't know how to get started. I'm going to teach people that only want to do the HRA solely, not about housing people, only how to be a housing referral agent, meaning you're going to answer that phone from a social worker, do a short assessment, and refer to somebody else who got the property already while we pray to get yours. And then you still make a referral fee. You ain't doing it for free. We're going to charge them jokers. So if you send Jermaine Mills a client in South Carolina, send Jermaine an invoice. He'll pay that thing so fast, it'll scare you. You'll be like, oh my God, Jermaine paid me for that guy? Yeah, because Jermaine didn't know him. Make sense, y'all? So that's what the HRA is. So if you're new to me and you didn't know that, I got a route for you to get into it. No property, no experience. And that product, guys, is only $397. And that's my bad, because people ask me all the time, well, Derrick, you got anything lower than that? Guys, that HRA is only $397, and we build your website. We give you the CRM system, the business phone line, all the paperwork, the contracts, and all the training of how to answer that phone, do an assessment, and call Katara, call Jermaine, call T. Sims, and place that guy. And then say, T. Sims, send me my 300. My Zelle number is, or you can PayPal it, T. Sims. How many of y'all don't care how you get paid? You just want it. Put a 1 in the chat. That's me. Zelle's my favorite, but I don't care how you pay me. Just pay it. Put a 1 in the chat if you kind of like that too. Now, lucky for you, we give you that CRM system. All my payments are automated. My clients that I'm housing, it's automated. But that second point again, guys, it was talking about the social media. And once again, very slowly, I'll just say it again. What's up, Facebook family? Right? Whatever your intro is. But I love to start it as a question because it makes people read it. Are you a frustrated landlord? Just like that. Can 5 of y'all write that down just to yourself as a note? Are you a frustrated landlord looking to rent your property and collect guaranteed rent without all the headaches? I have a housing program that will blow your mind. You sit back and collect rent while we do great work in the community. We can talk Tuesday at 2 o'clock. Now I'll get 10 landlords in one room on one Zoom. Instead of one meeting at 1, one meeting at 2, one meeting at 2:30, one meeting at 4. Hey guys, I'm holding a Zoom meeting at 2 o'clock on Wednesday. If you're a frustrated landlord and want another option to rent your property, I'm giving y'all the sauce, man. Right? That's the verbiage. Okay. So let's go here. Let me pay a quick bill, y'all, and we'll be right back.
Most people don't fail because they're broke. They fail because they're not in the right room. The ILF Academy is not another Facebook group. It's the cheapest and most affordable access point to learning the independent living facility model. In fact, my masterclass that I taught, it was over 3 hours and 58 minutes. I put that inside of this $5 group. And if you know anything about me, guys, only my one-on-one people get that kind of coaching. But I'm giving it to you all because I want no excuses this year that you didn't know how to get started. So the ILF Academy Elite is only $5, and I'm going to put the link below. We'll see you there.
All right, we are back. We are back. So again, that last point was on social media is how we're going to find our property. And again, when people see what you do, guys, it's not super hard to convince them. If somebody see me posted from Second Chance Housing, right, it's hard for him not to believe that I do this. So let this be an encouragement too. And I want 5 of y'all to do this as homework. And this is for people that have not gotten started yet. Start posting every day. I know you may slip on that, but at least 3 times a week about that you house the homeless and the displaced. Just post it. In case you didn't know, I have a housing program where we house the homeless and the displaced. I would do that pretty often. Hey, Shay.
Hi, guys.
Now, y'all, I don't know how she did that. Shay is at an event right now that I was going to talk about of kind of what y'all need to do. Can y'all hear Shay? Shay, can you unmute?
I'm unmuted. Let me know if you can hear me.
Hold on. Let me know if y'all can hear Shay.
Hey,
Go ahead, Shay.
everybody. So, hey, guys, I'm actually at an event today where there are a lot of vendors that are sharing their information. So, ADF is here. Let me know if you guys can see this. So, there's a lot of other organizations that are out here today representing and sharing information with the community. So, I don't know if you all can see that, but I can't flip my camera with the mobile app. But I wanted to show you guys what are some of the things that you should be doing as a housing provider when you connect with other organizations. And this event is held once a year. And it's for people that are re-entering from the prison system. This is for single parent families as well as the community at large. And what we're doing here is literally just showing up, sharing our information, and giving them insight on housing. You've got an attorney that's here. You've got other support services. We've got better access of Orange County. The Orange County Health System is here. Man, there is so many different people. The rescue gentleman, Derrick, that we see all the time, that brings the Narcan. He educates people on overdose and Narcan. They're here. So you want to make sure that you're getting out. It's not just going to see case managers and social workers. It's also about entering community events and being a part of those community events so that you can share your information to all of those that you can get it to. So I just wanted to pop in.
Try to show us your table because this is a pleasant surprise, y'all. I didn't know she was going to do this actually.
I didn't either.
And I love the fact of where she is. So first of all, can everybody say hi to Shay? And if you're new, y'all, this is my honey pie. Shay is my wife. And I was going to jokingly tell y'all that she left me today and took a PTO, but I was going to tell y'all where she was. So everybody say hi to Shay. And then if Shay can, I want Shay to try to show us your table of
Give
what
me a
you
second
have.
because Mary actually just went to go get our water and some other stuff to put on our table. Right now we have our tent. Correct. So we purchased the tent. It cost about $100 and something. This is my first time putting it up. There was a great gentleman here.
How did you do?
There was a gentleman here from Orange County, such a blessing, that helped all of the ladies put up our tent.
Oh my God, baby, you're
not gonna be here. No, the fun thing about it is I'm short, so it's tall. It's very tall, and it's like an umbrella in the center. So you've got to push up the center of the tent, and me nor Mary could reach the top. So there's an amazing gentleman here that's been helping all of our ladies, and he's right here. I'm gonna let you say hello. Hold on. He's been helping all of the ladies get everything done.
Would love to say hello.
I wanted to pick on you guys. So my husband is actually live on our YouTube channel where we teach people how to house the less fortunate. Okay. And I was telling him, I said, it's been an amazing gentleman here helping all of us ladies get our tents up.
Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. We're trying to make it do what it do.
Share what you do.
And what do you do, sir? Since you're here, tell my people, what do you do, sir?
So I'm with STEPS. I'm a certified recovery support specialist. And we help people with services who may be going through drug addiction, alcohol addiction. We have a MAC clinic for those who are in need of medication that is free. We have a comprehensive need of fathers program for fathers that's trying to reunite with their children or trying to get through any DCF cases. We have a living room program. So people who are coming off the street, coming out from incarceration, has a place to go where we can help them set them up with services so they can go and be self-sufficient. We have a residential women's program. So even if the women are pregnant, they can come in, get treatment, and still bond with their children while they're in treatment. Wow. While they're there, they're going to get services. They're going to have information as far as housing and budgeting. There's a couple other things that we're doing, outpatient, higher level care patients. So STEPS trying to wrap around services for all needs. You don't have to be addicted to drugs or alcohol. Just come on in if you need some help. We're located at 1033 North Pine Hills Road.
Bam.
Come see us.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Wow. That's a lot of value because what he doesn't understand is that there will be a lot of people that's also in the area of where we are that could use that. And now I'm going to teach from what he said. So I love that. Shay, did you plan on doing this, or did you just?
No, I just wanted to see if it would work.
And don't
And
forget our
could
partners with
everybody hear that
Right.
entrepreneurship.
gentleman just
I'm
fine?
coming to y'all.
I want to
I'm
make sure that
coming. Don't you
everybody can
worry.
hear that. Could you all hear that? Please let me know in the chat. Tessie, Zelinda, right? Tia, Lee. Y'all let me know if you
Don't
guys
be
can hear
nervous.
that. This is great. Like, I love that this happened, actually. This is great. And they're saying yes.
So the
Wow.
other thing too is and these are relationships that you build, right? These are organizations that we can now call on if we have residents that are in need. Derek, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go from the app and come back in because I'm doing it from the live from the web. Let me go to the app and come back so that way I can flip my camera. Okay.
Okay, sounds good, Shay.
Yep. I'll be right back, guys.
Good stuff.
Oh yeah.
Man, that was a pleasant surprise. I didn't know Shay was going to do that. I was going to pick on her and tell you guys like where she that she left me, but I was going to explain that with today's subject is also why, right, and how we find properties. Most of those people, probably 97% of those people there are going to be providers of some sort, but there's going to be 3% of people there that are also in the real estate space. And as you heard him say, T. Sims, they got a women's residential. So where do those people graduate to? Because I don't say kick them out when it's over. I love the word graduate, Tessie. Where do they graduate to after that program? Can we graduate them to us, to you? Because they can't live there forever. Does that make sense, Mr. Lee? So a reason why you all need to be at events like that too is to build these relationships that we're always telling you guys about. How do we get that guy to call Shay when they get ready to discharge Miss Shirley because she's been in the program for 16 months and now they're saying, Miss Shirley, you done been here a little while now. And while you been here with that job you had, we was taking your money and now you got $13,000 saved up. And we want to help you move to either your first apartment or your first shared living environment. Most of them sometimes, y'all, that apartment is too big of a step right away. And a lot of them, lucky for us, they want to be around other people because they come from that environment of sharing spaces with other women. Oh, I'm so glad that happened because it allowed for you all, and again, some of these newer people that are joining us, like I can't make that up. I can't say, hey, Shay, go outside and pretend you at an event. Like I can't make that guy up that said that whole spiel of what he does. That's powerful to me. That's good stuff, man. That is really good stuff. And I'm super glad you guys were able to hear him. And as soon as Shay come back, we're going to let her come back. Let me take a really quick commercial break because I want to give Shay time to set her thing up, and we'll be right back.
The first step to getting started with your own independent living facility is texting the phrase more info to 407-326-0086. One more time, if you text the phrase more info to that phone number, we're going to give you an immediate text message. You fill out your name, email address, and phone number, and we're going to send it to you instantly to watch it with you and your family or you and your team. And then if you have questions, we want you to join us 7 days a week on our YouTube channel so that we can learn and grow together. But if you think that you want to move forward with one of our coaching products, we'll also speak to you by phone just to make sure that you understand fully what you're getting yourself into. And again, it starts with our webinar. So text more info to the phone number 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success.
David, I know you're not there yet, but remember I told you to act in faith, and while you're doing all the homework that I told you about earlier, always be looking for a property, whether that's on Zillow, Realtor.com, Facebook Marketplace, or word of mouth using your social media. Always be looking for a property because you just never know when God's going to say, go, it's your time. Yeah, I remember that, but and you won't believe it, but I actually found a property and it's in one of them HOAs. And see, David, I can tell already you haven't been listening because that's one of my major rules is that we never start an independent living facility in an HOA or a community association because always in the fine print, it's going to say something about you can't run a business inside of here and you can't not sublet. which is the entire like model of what we do. Does that make sense?
All right, we are back. It looks like I have Shay back as well. So let me see if she's ready. Hey, Shay, are you good? 1 second. Okay. I'm going to remove Shay until she's ready. I'm so proud of Shay. She got the 10 up. We got some help from that nice guy. I'm sure Shay's going to get his card. So one thing that I also want to encourage, especially you all that have an assistant, you all that take our coaching and you take advantage of that VA service, Shay's going to leave this event with a bunch of cards. People still give out business cards, right? Now, usually most of us fail at the follow-up. We fail to call people. I'm so glad I got an assistant now and a bunch of them, right? I usually come home and I give all of those cards to Jess or Jen, and I'll take pictures of it. I say, hey, Jess, these are all the nice people that I met today. Put them in our DFS system, and let's start building a relationship with them through text messaging and emails. Meaning, thank you so much for having us Saturday. It was super cool meeting you guys, learning to see what all you do. We look forward to connecting in the very near future to see how we can be of service when it comes to housing. And by the way, if you have any other events coming up that we don't know about, let us know, as I don't want to miss nothing going on in this city. Make sense, y'all? So today I gave y'all a lot of verbiage. Right now, I talked about when I get those cards, because I'm going to be lazy or I'm going to forget or I'm going to get busy. I say, hey, Jess, put these cards in our system with name, phone number, email address, title, and what they do so that we can remember who they are. Also put a note that says, where did I meet this guy? Because what if some guy named Travis called me? I'm like, man, where did I meet Travis? Because y'all going to meet a lot of people. But if I got that note that says, met him at the job fair in Orlando off of Hiawassee at the white church with the big cross, I'm going to remember that. So I'm telling my assistant, so Lee, that's the reason why you got an assistant, Lee. You don't have to remember everything now. With me, I say, Jess, put this on my calendar. Jess, book that. Jess, check that. Jess, take these cards, put them in my system, send them a message. Tell them you're my right hand, Jess. So I tell everybody, ma'am or sir, just so that you never miss me, my assistant, her name is Jess, and she's on it. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and she usually is around to 7 p.m. So I'm always pushing people to my assistant because I don't want to miss nothing. You call me and book something through me, we going to forget about it. I'm busy. So take advantage of the assistant, ladies and gentlemen. Make sense, y'all? All right. So I'm back in the chat. I'm going to check on Shay. Shay got me on Do Not Disturb, so she ain't ready. Uh-oh. Shay, you ready?
Yes, I'm back. So once again, it's just the vendors are coming around, introducing themselves, explaining who we are, what we do, getting to know one another. And of course, not only am I sharing about the Angela Denise Foundation, I'm also sharing about Forston Consultants. Because prime example, a lady that just came to me with her information stated, I just rented a house for an ILF. I said, really? So once again, it's connecting with individuals from all different walks of life. And I'll take y'all on a walk around once Mary gets back, and then I'll also show y'all my table.
People that may be there too, just like what other people are doing.
What was that?
I would say if you can, show us some other people until you guys get ready, just so that the people can see how other people set up maybe.
Yeah, and sorry if I look like I'm looking all around. So here it is. Let me know if y'all can see.
We sure can.
We're out in front of a church parking lot, and you see all of the different tents and all of the individuals that are here. We're somewhat set up, guys. I'm waiting for my bottled waters to come and different things like that. And then you've got the city of Orange County. They've got a whole truck. He's going to be playing music. The gentleman, Nicholas, that you saw earlier. You've got tents way over on the other side here as well. Teaching about all sorts of different things. This is an attorney's office. So you see that they're out giving information on how to get law services. So it's a lot happening. Lots of different vendors.
Did you bring your pop-up stand, Shay?
Yes.
Could you show the people your pop-up stand up close?
Yeah. So ADF, I have it down low because it's very windy today. So it
Okay.
gives information on housing. My QR code is buried underneath because I didn't want it to go 6 foot. If I go 6 foot, it'll blow over. So this is our information, but they're also getting
Like
our.
you stole my 2 chairs too. Are those my 2
I
chairs?
did because I didn't get the other ones. So you see here, I've got toiletry cups with the QR code from ADF on it, pens, information.
Hey, that's Second Chance Housing. That's me.
Yeah.
So guys, I'm being represented. I'm not even there. Isn't that cool?
Alright. Yeah, so this is what's going on, guys. And like I said, this event happens. Let me turn my camera back around. Give me a second. Here we go. So this event happens every year. It happens once a year. And Derrick and I are always invited to share our information to the individuals of the community, in the Pine Hills community, and teach them that there's access to housing. There's so many things that people don't realize they that are available to them. So this is what we're showing today. The community comes out and shares their shares their information and gets people really back out there in life. So
And the
it's
other part too, guys, that I like about this is that, and now Shay mentioned this, I apologize, but usually when they have these events at that church, they'll also bring this bus where they have these people that were recently released from jail, but they're still tied to the jail for, what's that word called?
re-entry and work release. Work release.
Work release.
Their own work release.
So there'll be a bus of probably 15 to 25 people, women and men, that are going to come by and stop by Shay's thing, because they're also going to need a place to live when they're done with that work release program. So do you guys understand that? This is a great example of what I told y'all earlier. I'm not going looking for people. I'm going to a place where they're going to bring a busload of people to me. Does that make sense, Tia, how I said that earlier? How I talked about, I'm not going to look for clients. I'm going to a place where they're going to bring a bus of 25 people that would need a place to live after, right, they're done with the work release. And also, because Shay and I own a pressure washing company, a lot of those people also need a job. This is also a job fair. So Shay and I got one of our virtual assistants right now, Lee, looking for a contract, whether state, city, or government contract for pressure washing gigs.
So the
because last time Shay and I went, the guy told us, Lieutenant Smith, said, Derrick, man, I got all these guys that they need some work. Y'all got something? And that's when we started the pressure washing company. So I'll land my plane there, but I just want to show you guys how this one event can have multiple opportunities for you. Shay?
And so if I look a little lopsided, sorry, I have my gimbal. I never leave home without my gimbal. I did leave without my mic. So sorry if you hear all the background noise, but again, this is what we're doing. And I'm represented not just by myself, Mary White, who is a big part of Forston Consultants as a whole, but she is a part of my board of directors. So she's currently right now out grabbing some water and stuff that we did not have that we needed to get. And now we're just, again, that's who's representing ADF and Second Chance, as well as her own program. So Mary does her own thing too. So she's not wearing Angela Denise Foundation. She's actually wearing her brand at this event as well.
Journey to Journey.
Journey to Journey. So she's wearing her branded information, so that way people get the information that they need from her organization. So yeah. So this event started at 11 o'clock and it ends at 3. And there's so many different people here. Derrick, what I'll end up doing, depending on how long you're going, once Mary gets back, I'll do a full walk around so that you all can see and get to hear from the vendors if they're wanting to speak, so that you can hear what they do, who they serve. I think this is exciting because I didn't think I was going to be able to jump into the studio, guys. So I'm excited that I was able to do it and join you all from my little location here off of Silver Star.
Good stuff, man. Super glad you was able to do that. So we were just talking about today where and how to find your first property. So again, we just gave a lot of gems that led to other stuff. So today was a really good room. It's one of those rooms where it used to kind of back in the day, I would erase a room like this. I wouldn't keep it up, but I'll probably leave it. Or if I did do that, I just put it into our private community. But no, so while you're here, Shay, do you want to drop a gem on, because you haven't heard us talk about anything. So even if you repeated something, it wouldn't matter. So what would be your advice on how or where somebody would find their first property as an ILF?
To find your first ILF property, I'm going to say the biggest thing is going to be relationships. Relationships makes the opportunity easier to come by. Zillow and all of those platforms are great, but if you're connecting with real estate investors, I think those are the best opportunities because they understand what you're doing and they're into this as well as you are to make an income. And they're now able to not just make an income, but make an impact and an income as well. So, it's being able to get the person that's not so fully connected to the real estate and be able to just utilize the asset meaning the property, to take people from homeless to hopeful. So again, I think it's the connection with investors, being around situations like this. Like the young lady just told me she just rented a house to get started and doesn't know what she's doing. So you rent a house and you don't know what you're doing, but then you're doing, you're adding more
That's hustling backwards.
harm to good. So you'll see in DFS, Derrick, she literally just texted more info while we were here. But she's someone that would need to connect because now she's got a home, and even though she's coming to events like this, doesn't mean that her phone's going to ring, right? And those are the things that we try to make sure that you all understand and know. And that you're aware of, because most times people think I'm gonna just get a house and it's going to be full and that's going to be the situation and all things going to be great and swell and I'm going to make a whole bunch of money and I'm going to take you from homeless to hopeful. But what happens when nobody ever comes or nobody calls? That is a real thing in this space. It's about relationships. So I say start building relationships with investors, homeowners, property managers, property management companies, because they always get word of things or people that are looking to rent their homes for the greater good. So yeah, that'd be my advice.
Good stuff. So you end up touching on some of the things that we said, and then you touched on the property managers. So I like that. As you said, they kind of know ahead of time of kind of what's coming, right?
Correct.
So yeah, so appreciate that. Let's take a really quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Hello, I'm James Swain Jr., the owner of Restoration Regulators, which provides housing for men experiencing homelessness here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. As an emergency response worker and a dedicated husband and father, juggling my responsibilities was challenging. That changed when I partnered with Forston Consultants. Their awesome virtual assistant service keeps my business operations smooth while I focus on my 9-to-5. Plus, their digital flow solutions offers everything I need in one place, from my phone service, website hosting, social media automation, and performance reports. Derrick and Shay make sure I'm never alone on this journey, offering personalized one-on-one training at each step of my company's growth. With all these resources and real support, I have no excuses, just empowerment to be a catalyst for change in my community, bringing purpose to both my life and my family's.
All right, we are back. Ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank y'all so much. You guys have heard from a few people that we coach. You've heard about our system. We dropped a lot of gems today, and we caught Shay randomly out the blue. She needed no permission from me. She just butted in. Like, there was no button for me to hit okay. Like, if I didn't want her here, she came on in. So, Shay, I'm going to actually give it back to you, because while you're here, anything else that you want to drop, you are more than free to do that. Or if you want to show them something out there. Shay, I know you did it, but can we slow it down? Can you show them again your promotional pins? And I want you to get really close up on your flyer. Yep. Or how could you put the pin on the table and maybe do it that way? Because that's still hard to see. Because I talked a lot about those pins that night of that class. If there's a way for you to put that flat on the table and then show us, because that's hard to see, Shay. Okay. Yeah, I was trying to see if I could got her to show you guys a close-up of those pins. and then the both her and
And
I
sorry,
spoke about
guys, if you
flyers.
can hear me, music is playing now, so the party has just begun.
All right. Well, Shay, you have a good one, and I'll see you when you get back. Bam. All right. So probably my last point. Oh, and right before that, Jen just put in the chat the 5-star Google review link. If you guys enjoyed today, I would be delighted if you can leave us a 5-star Google review. It helps encourages other people when they see it. And plus, that's the only thing I kind of beg for. I don't beg for y'all to buy my coaching, for y'all to show up here. But the one thing I will beg for is a 5-star Google review, because sometimes before somebody makes a decision, like a lot of y'all, some of y'all won't buy nothing unless you read a review, right? People are like that. And I'm kind of like that sometimes. I want to know what other people said about it before I just jump into it. So I would appreciate it. And then we always pray that God bless the socks off of your feet, that if you did that and somebody bought into us because of what you said. So one more time, in the chat and on the screen, if you guys can give us a 5-star Google review, that's all I ask, guys. Like, if you can do that for me, that makes me really happy. And then also maybe invite somebody else here. Share this room with somebody else. You all that use this like on Facebook, hit that share button. Or there's a way to share it on YouTube. Share it to somebody. Say, man, if you love God, love people, and you try to get rich, check this out. Like, I would appreciate that. Other than that, I want to jump on the last point for today. Let me pull my notes back up. So today we're discussing how to find your first property. We mentioned real estate events, because those are where the real estate investors are. We mentioned speaking to a real estate friendly, an investor friendly realtor. And especially if you're on the my coaching and you got that spiel, that language that I give you, give that to your realtor and let them do it. And y'all kind of be together, but almost like in court, let them represent you with the verbiage I give y'all. Now, if you want my group coaching 101 or the DIY, you know exactly what I'm talking about. In fact, if you've even taken my masterclass that's in the $5 group, that language is in there. Imagine giving that to the realtor now, because again, they represent better than you. They come trusted already. Okay. Then we talked about also word of mouth. I also talked about looking like what you do, meaning be branded always. Never wear just your favorite shirt, but wear that polo that represents who you are and what you do. And then probably my last one and my favorite one, and this is the one that I often pray over you guys. And y'all heard me say it, so it's not new. It's just my favorite. And it mixes in with a certain prayer. God, can you please, after I get a bunch of no's, just like T. Sims did, can you give me one person that when they do say yes, let them own multiple properties, 40, 50, 60 properties. And every time I need one, my property comes from that person. So God bless me, y'all. When I first got into this, he blessed me with a cul-de-sac. So a lot of case managers that knew us, they knew me by the cul-de-sac. God bless me that when I got a bunch of no's in the beginning, people said, Derrick, you crazy. Rent you my house to do what? Derrick, I would never do that. And you gonna do what? So when I did get the one guy that says, wow, man, I really do like this. He said, in fact, I get it because I used to be in rehab myself. Wow. And when that happened to me, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I said, God, this how I want to get all my relationships to where I don't need multiple landlords. I said, God, can you show me the guy or the lady that will allow me to do this in multiple of their property? And every time I need one, he says, hey, Derrick, I got another one coming up. I got a family moving out Friday, bro. They didn't pay rent anyway. You want that one too? Like, that's my prayer for all of y'all. I don't want y'all to have 10 landlords for 10 houses. My prayer is that God give you one lady, one guy, one married couple that says, wow, man, I really like what you guys are doing with this. Oh, and by the way, I just want my money too, and y'all pay guaranteed rent. You can get all my properties. And that's what happened to me. God gave me that one house. Then he gave me the next one. And the next one, he said, Derrick, I actually own these 11. And we got 8 out of the 11. And the other 3 went to other people I was coaching. Big shout out to Frankie and Jay and Francesca Dawson. They've been on our coaching probably like almost since the beginning of me starting this. And they had 3 houses in that same cul-de-sac. So we had all 11 houses taking people from homeless to hopeful with one landlord. Can I please get 10 of y'all to type it in chat? One landlord. Because that's us speaking it in faith. In fact, I'm going to be the first one unless somebody beat me. I'm going to type it right now. One landlord. That's my prayer. That is my absolute prayer. God, can you give me one lady that owns this whole city? Because before you turn it into me being that God, can you give me favor and relationship with the right people? And God, if these people are not supposed to be a part of this thing, keep them away from me. God, don't even put them before my face. God, bring me nobody that I'm not supposed to be working with. God, bring the right people to bring your dream to pass. God, this your business. You just gonna let me run it. Miss Viola, I don't want you to have 12 landlords. I want you, when you get your 8th no and it bust your heart wide open like it did T Sims. When T Sims got that yes from that guy and it turned the other way, man, that thing hit T in the head like a ton of bricks. Now T's tough, so she shook it. But when T said yes and we danced and thanking God and then it went wah, 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 wah. Like, what happened? She came and told y'all in the group coaching what happened. We don't hide it. We're transparent. The next lady said, wow, T, I really like this, what you doing. This touches my heart. You want this one and the other one I got? T said, hold it, slow down. But that's the prayer. That's your God moving fast. See how that worked? So my prayer, and before I leave today, that's going to be a part of my prayer tonight. God, can you let them get one landlord that own the city? And when they open their mouth to start talking about it, they say, wow, what a great idea. I want to be a part of this. Oh, I think I got Shay back, y'all. Shay, you coming back? There go Mary. So Mary's from Journey to Journey. Great friends with me and Shay, and she's a part of Shay's board. So I'm going to go back to them real quick.
So real fast, I know you wanted to see the table.
Mary,
So now,
Mary.
hi, bro.
Mary,
I'm doing good. We do housing. So if you're looking for shared housing or anything like that, feel
What's
free
up,
to take some
y'all?
of our information. Okay? Yeah, so I wanted to show you guys the table real quick.
Okay.
Angela's
And
at
let
this
Mary
counter.
greet the people real quick, too, and tell the people
Everybody,
who she is.
always. Yeah. So I'm trying not to get you infringed. So I'm going to mute so you don't get the music.
Okay. I don't care nothing about that. Mara be able to remove it. Yeah, so that's my flyer, the blue one that she's got upside down. And then hers is the other one. Thank you, Mary. Jesus. Oh, that's Shay. I should have known that ring. And those cups I love, y'all, because the cups has got toiletries in it. So have you guys ever heard of, and there's a name for it, but it's like a bath in a, it's like a bath in a bag. So you open it and it's this big old white that opens up this wide and you bathe with it. It's got all the chemicals in it. So if you're homeless and on the go and don't have no bathroom, that's what's inside of that. Toothbrush, toothpaste, a washcloth, hand sanitizer, soap. There's mouthwash. Like, there's a lot of stuff in that one little bottle, y'all.
Hold on real quick, guys.
Yeah, so Shay's got me on mute, guys, I guess because music's playing. And if YouTube hears that music, they'll ding me for it. But my assistant just goes in and she'll remove it. But that's why she's muted. Looks like a beautiful day, too. So here in Florida, let me see what time it is. I mean, what's the weather like today?
It's hot. That's for
So it's
sure.
8 degrees right now. So the wind's blowing. She says hot, but it looks like a great day still to be doing something like this.
So here's another vendor that's here. Say hello.
Hello, we are here with E Plus Wellness. We are an IV hydration, mobile IV hydration company that is nurse practitioner and registered nurse owned. We can come to your homes, we can come to your business, we can come to a vending spot if we do have. So check us out, apluswellnesslounge.com.
See
Thank you
that?
so much. Good stuff. So Wellness Lounge.
A Plus Wellness Lounge.
I love that
So
lounge. I
awesome.
love the lounge word in
Hey,
that.
look who just showed up.
That looks like Pam.
Damn. So guys, my ladies are actually just showed up. So my ladies came out to get some resources. Say hello, everybody.
Hi.
So there's two
Hey,
of my
Pam.
ladies.
Hi, Ajane.
I told them
Hey,
to
great.
come on out, get some information because there's a lot of resources out here. So they're here to get some information from the wonderful people that are here today. So
Okay.
definitely walk around, get information,
Good
great
stuff.
resources, like everybody's a great resource. I think the employee guys are supposed to be coming still, so Disney's over there.
Madison told us
Yeah.
a little bit. Here's a health screening panel.
Nice. Come back and let me know all about it, okay? Right. So see guys, this is amazing so that I can actually have my ladies come out and actually Pam's getting ready to go take advantage of a health screwing. So you see how
Free health
powerful that
screening.
is? Do you see how powerful that is? So
That's
let me
powerful
introduce you.
because of what
Can I
happened to her
introduce y'all?
insurance.
Awesome.
That's
So,
powerful. I love that.
so my husband's live on YouTube. So this is what we do. So I wanted to just share who you are, what you all do. Say hello, ladies. Oh, yes. I got to show. Girl, I'm good with a kite.
We
I'll tell you
remember
that.
her from the event. Yeah, I remember her
I
from the
got you.
re-entry event.
So I'm Ashley. I'm representing Orange County Citizens Commission for Children, as well as the Neighborhood Center for Families, out here providing social services and connections throughout Orange County.
So see that? Connections, guys. It's all about connections. Let me get this so
I
y'all can
remember her
see it.
from the re-entry meetings as
My
well.
husband said he
Let her know
remembers me
that.
from. She said, "Yep, absolutely."
Absolutely. Yep.
So I'm gonna just try and walk with y'all real quickly before I go back to my table because Mary's
And a
actually.
lot of times, guys, you will see a lot of the same people at these events too. So it's hard not to make the
You gotta wait
connection.
for the wind. Do y'all mind if
We've
I
never done this
interview real
before,
quick to
y'all.
get
So
the
this is pretty
information?
cool to me that we're live on
Awesome.
YouTube and Shay's
So my
actually at an
husband's
event.
actually
I
live
like
on
this.
YouTube because we teach about different resources in the community for the people that we house. So I just wanted you all to introduce yourselves and speak about who you are.
Yeah, so I'm Brianna. I am the Connections Program Coordinator for the Mental Health Association of Central Florida. So I run in our agency what's called our Connections Program. So it's designed to help clients get connected to mental health and various other kinds of resources that they may be in need of. We also have an outlet clinic. It's our free and charitable clinic that we are partnered with. And do you want to talk about outlet?
Yeah, so my name's Nate. I work at the Outlet Clinic. I'm an intern, and we provide free mental health services for the underinsured or the uninsured. And we do case management, we do medication management. So anyone who comes in without insurance, we can help them with those things.
See that?
And do
Resources.
you guys also have housing needs
Hold
as
on,
well?
Derrick. Hold on. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm Luis Ventura. Hi. I work at the Outlook Clinic as well as a mental health social worker. And I kind of like I've been seeing clients in person and uh, virtual as well.
Okay.
And, you guys are welcome. It's, free of charge. We don't, charge for services. And if there's any families that is going through depression, PTSD, mental health issue overall, we're there to help and serve the community.
Awesome. Thank y'all so much.
Of course, thank
Here,
you.
and I'll be back to get cards and everything from you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so
Now,
go for it,
if
D.
I can speak just really quick before you go to the next table, Shay, guys, do you see how you're able to help families as well? We don't help families, but going to an event like that, did you hear what he said? They help families and it's free of charge. Oh man, I love this. Like Antonia just said it, but this is like Shay in action, doing and showing what we're always talking about. Like, this is great. I love this. I love it.
So it's
I
going to be a
love it.
little hard showing the next few people because they're actually talking to individuals. So I'm going to try and get whoever I can to get out here and
You
share
could
the
just scan it. You
information.
don't have to kind of go right in their face. You could just scan by 'em. Yeah, but that's
This
pretty
is our
cool. I
buddy
love it.
from recovery that does the Narcan. So we
Have
do
him
have a.
explain what that is. He loves that too. So yeah.
Be right back. Okay, you got
Have
it.
him
So
explain the Narcan, Shay.
he's actually on a call. So once he's
Okay.
off that call, we'll do that.
Yeah, he
And then I'll
loves it.
get
Like,
you.
that's his
He
passion. Like,
does.
guys, like, my passion is ILF and housing people. This guy's passion is Narcan. And it just really quickly, if you don't know what Narcan is, if somebody happens to overdose on said heroin, you give a shot of Narcan, it's like raising them from the dead. Like, literally from overdose, out cold to, hey, how's everybody doing? And so he encourages and shows people how to use it as providers or clinics or housing providers, just in case that happens in your house. So he loves to talk about it and train people of how to use it. And it's called Narcan. And he's offered to come and speak to our church, our
Correct.
ILFs, and it's all free. They don't charge you for the education, and he gives it to you, boxes of it. So we have boxes of Narcan, y'all.
We have
And it's no
cases.
charge. He just gives it to you. So
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm coming up. Give me 1 second to request or ask,
Oh
and
yeah.
then I'll be right
He
back.
loves it. He'll be delighted to. In fact, I got him on camera several times doing it, actually. So yep, I filmed him, and it's actually on my TikTok channel as well. Perfect. He's ready.
All right, not you. That's someone else, D. He's still on the phone.
Okay, cool.
So give me 1 second. Let me spin this camera around. And all right, there you go.
Hi. Yes. So our program is called Love Care LLC. We're a sober living transitional housing company here in Orange County. We have 4 houses at the moment that are certified, and we're working on more. We have several other transition houses that aren't Love Care. They're under a different LLC, but we're certifying them soon. We help people that come home from rehab and treatment centers, and prison and jail, and we help them kind of restore their lives from the start of the ID to social security card to food stamps to food resources, clothing. We help them getting on the street. That's what they desire to do. Help them with employment and job placement. All the way down to their recovery goals and their financial planning and budgeting. So
Love it.
yeah,
Love it. Love it. Love it.
all of that.
Wow.
So we actually also do housing.
Do you?
Independent, yes. So I'm over there, Angela Denise Foundation. After I do this, I will be circling back around to get connected and get all the information. Okay.
I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
so much.
Thank you guys.
And just like that last place, even that one, but the last table Shay stopped at, like, that's the epitome of the kind of person you want to give your flyer to. They're coming into the contact of all the people we serve. So Shay, make sure they get 5 of my flyers. Like, give them more than one. That other table you went to before that one, they're coming in contact with the people we serve every day. Right? So this is how this, man, where are all the people say, Derrick, how do I fill these beds? This is it, y'all. Right? Like, Shay again is proving my point, Tia, that I talked about. We ain't going to look for clients. We're going to where the resource for the people that they're serving, they already looking for at this place. So why not connect there? Oh, I hope that makes sense. He'll say, love it, love it. Antonia say, just wow, wow, wow. Shay, they're loving this because you're showing them what we do. Like, this is good stuff, y'all. I could have made this up.
A lot of people think it's all about going out and just meeting with case managers, and this is not what it is. This is where, like, you've got to be in the breath of things, right? You've got to be a part of the heartbeat of the situation and the circumstances that are happening in the community. So when you come and meet with these individuals, connections, this is where you get the personal. I just met with 2 case managers, guys. So don't tell me you can't get in contact with case managers. That was 2 case managers, 3 actually, that just told me that they render case management services. How often do you think they get a phone call for housing? How often? So we can't keep saying that I can't get in contact with the case manager. I can't get in contact with this individual. That's not true. you're not going to the right places. Stop only going to hospitals. Organizations hire people. They have staff that are that their sole goal is to come and promote outside outreach. You said it, Derrick. Outreach. So this is what you want to definitely do. But I'm going to ask Disney if they'll help us out and give us some information. And then I'm going to go to Catholic Charities. And then I'm going to try to swing back over to my guy with Narcan. So hold on real quick.
Catholic Charities, just real quick for everybody that's listening, Catholic Charities pay a lot of rent in Orlando. I've housed a lot of people that say, Derrick, will you take me? Because this place called Catholic Charities is going to pay my first 3 months, and then I'm on my own. So we love them. Make sure they got some more of my flyers too, Shay. I love it. Oh, I love this, Antonia. Lee, can you see what's going on, Mr. Lee? I love this. I absolutely love it. She looks like she's finna make another connection to speak to us. And Jennifer, I'm gonna tell you right now, I want you to cut these videos. People need to see Shay doing this interaction. So these need to be cut to be shown. Shay, back on you.
Yep. All right, guys. So we're at Disney's tent, Walt Disney World, House of the Mouse, as they call it. But go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell us more about.
I'm Ollie. We're just here to promote some of the jobs that we have available. So if anybody's looking for a job, Walt Disney World Jobs will be the website to check it out.
Awesome. Thank you, Ali. I appreciate it. So see, even opportunities for jobs, right? It's not only about coming out and giving resources for housing, mental health, it's even jobs. So one more time, do you mind sharing your information with me? Okay.
Take my favorite. Catholic Charities, boy, they help. I'm telling you, they help a lot of people in our city. So I'll just say this, big shout out to Catholic Charities. We really appreciate the work that you guys do. We've housed several people from you all that you've helped, and we just want to say thank you from Second Chance Housing and Forston Consultants. Thank you so much. Click that.
So I'm going to come back to Catholic Charities, but this is the women of culture who run this event, and this is their setup. So I'm going to have, would you be able to share some brief information? You try your hardest. So this is their table. So you got it. So tell me more about you then. Talk to me. Hold on one second. Let me get this thing going. All right. Share some information.
We run a youth program here. This is the church.
Awesome.
I'm one of the mentors. And so basically what we're trying to do, promote is our youth program. And it's mainly, we help citizens out in our neighborhood and around the city to like
connect. Yeah.
Wash cars. We help them clean their yard. We put just basic stuff that they need help doing.
Awesome.
We run a youth program where we just get together at 6 p.m. talk about being a man of God and becoming a man of God. So it's from all ages, 12 to 18, basically.
Got it.
And that's basically it.
Thank you.
Ask, do they have any way to donate to their cause or what they're doing?
Anywhere that we can donate to your cause of what you're doing.
Is there? Yeah, of course. Send to Zelle.
Yeah. Okay. So they do take Zelle contributions, Derrick.
Yep. I want to support that. Anything that a young man is involved with like that, and he's also a mentor. We want to support that from Forston Consultants and Second Chance Housing.
Yep. So they're going to go ahead and write it down for me, and I'll send it right over to you so you can go ahead and get it. Yeah, definitely. See, guys, it is amazing.
Yep.
Y'all should be out here.
So tell that young man I would love to work with him to get the pitch right on terms of what he's offering, because I want that to come out really well. But I want to support that. Yep, I love that. Love it. Good stuff, man. I love this.
I'm gathering the information. I'll keep you going. You keep going, and I'll gather the info.
Okay, cool. So Linda said, "Okay, youth program." Right. So I'm proud of that. So I don't even know him, but I'm proud of that because the day's Saturday. He could be a bunch of places as a young man, but if he's there doing that, I'm on that, right? I'm with that. Okay. Let me check something while Shay's doing that real quick because I'm in no rush right now. You guys are good. Oh, let me talk about this real quick. Is T Sims here? T Sims, are you still here, sis, or did you have to go? We got something coming up in the DMV area, and I want everybody to know about it. And T Sims is actually throwing the event. I want to see if she's here to help me promote it real quick. If not, I just may take it. But T Sims, let me know if you're still here. Yeah, there go T. T, can you put in the chat what are you doing? And then you and I can piggyback that real quick right in between what Shay's doing. But T Sims, put in the chat who you are. And T Sims is my family, y'all. T Sims is my sister, basically, right? And she's in the DMV area. She's getting ready to put something in the chat that I 1000% back, and I'm coming to it. Shay and I both. When she puts it in the chat, I'm going to start chiming in with dates and times, and I'm going to go back over to Shay right now to bounce back and check in with her. Look at my beautiful wife over there, y'all doing her thing, just representing us. I love it. See how we divide.
There's a young lady here that looks like a young lady that was at our event in Orlando. I'm going to find out when she comes around, but I think she was at our Orlando event.
That means she's listening. She's following the homework if she's at this event.
Yeah.
I'm proud of her.
Yep. So yeah, this is good. So I'm back under recovery. He's actually speaking to someone, and I'm going to get right in as soon as possible. And then I'll go back because Mary's manning our station. So I got to go back and get to work.
And then also let Mary introduce herself for the people that don't know Mary, that they always see her on YouTube. So Mary needs to say who her program is. And, you know, we appreciate that from Miss Mary. All right, guys. So there's that message from T Sims. She said, we are hosting a brunch and build ILF Anywhere DMV edition. So if you are in the DMV area, I don't care if you live in Florida. If you're connected to T Sims, you need to come. Tia Johnson, T Sims gonna want to see you there. All right. And let me be the first to admit, I've never been to Baltimore. I've never been to the DMV area. I don't think ever. Right. And watch this, right? Because T had to educate me. T, put in the chat, what does DMV mean? Because Antonia's thinking the same thing. Right. And I'm gonna bounce over to Shay real quick. Shay. Oh, Shay's not ready yet. So put in the chat, T had to educate me too. Even though I knew what it meant, T educated me that if I only say Baltimore, Maryland, that kind of puts us in a box. So when you say DMV, it covers all of those areas that are really close by. Because like T told me, DC is not far from where she is, right? So she put DMV, DC, Maryland, and the Virginians, right? So T and me neither. I've never been to Baltimore, right? But I'm going now. T Sims is hosting a brunch and build June the 6th. And if I'm wrong about that date, she's going to quickly correct me. But if I'm correct, it's June the 6th, which is a Saturday. And y'all, we going to do it. You guys have been asking for it. You guys have been talking about it, and we are doing it. June the 6th, we put it out further enough for you guys to make the arrangements to plan it. And June the 6th, it's going down the DMV area. It looks like Shay's ready, so I'll be coming right back to that. Shay? All right, this is my guy.
Derrick said, this is my guy. So go right on ahead.
Hey, how are you, everybody? My name is Matt Houston. I'm the Senior Outreach Specialist with Recovery Connections of Central Florida. We're a nonprofit organization. Provide recovery support services and peer support to adults that have substance use disorder. And we provide a whole host of resources. Everything we do is free. And certified peer specialists are people with lived experience. So we don't do anything clinical, but we do have 5 recovery community centers for people to come down and enjoy a clean and sober space. And also they're able to access a peer specialist so that we can sit down and talk about what kind of resources they may need to keep their recovery sustainable, right? So we also have Narcan. We distribute a lot of Narcan in the community. Last year, we gave out 7,000 boxes of Narcan. So this is a life-saving medication. It's a nasal spray. It is for opioid overdose.
So the great thing about Narcan is it's completely safe. You can give this to an infant, and it's completely safe. Um, but the great thing is we're not physicians, so if we're in a area or situation where maybe the grocery store, even somebody collapses, you're like, I don't know what this is. It could be diabetic shock. I don't know. It could be a heart attack. It's okay to give this to them. It won't do anything. If it's not an opioid overdose, this does nothing. So the active ingredient is naloxone, and naloxone removes the opioid from the opioid receptors in the brain, and that is all that it does. So if I sprayed this in my nose right now, I might sneeze, but that's about it. It doesn't do anything if it's not an opioid overdose.
You heard it from the man.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you. I'm
Matt.
gonna
Really
also get
appreciate
them
that,
to
Matt.
cut this and email it to you.
And tell Matt hundreds of people will see this from our channel. So we
Derrick
really
said, "Tell
appreciate
Matt
that.
hundreds of people." Yes. No, Derrick Forston. From yep, he was with you guys. Yep. Let me see if you can see him.
Oh,
there he is.
Matt remembers me.
Oh, hey, man. Yeah.
He's done that recording for me more than once. So we always love when he does that. And Matt, hundreds of people will see this. So we appreciate you explaining what is Narcan. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys. And I'll put his
Absolutely.
information. I'm going to get his information for you all.
Yep.
So pay attention, low and slow.
And he's got a box of it to show people, like those boxes that he gives us of the Narcan.
So just so they can see the phone number, that's
all
Matt's
of
number.
you all, in my opinion, should have Narcan in your ILF. Find out where in your city who's like Matt that's giving this away for free. So in fact, Shay, ask Matt that if some of my people are outside of Florida, how can they get their hands on Narcan the way that he gives it to us for free?
Sorry about that. Hold on. You said, give me 1 second. I got to spin this thing around. All right. Go ahead and ask that a question again, Derrick.
So I'm having people that are asking us if they're outside of Florida, how can they get their hands on Narcan to be able to help and just to have it on hand? Because Matt, most people that we coach, they have housing programs that they're housing these kind of people that may slip up and do that. So how can they get this if they don't live in Florida near you?
You know, that's a great question. I'm not really sure if I can answer it. I don't know. I know I was just at a conference yesterday, and almost everybody at that conference was from out of state. They all have their own different opioid overdose programs and whatnot through the state. I know here in Florida, we get ours from the state of Florida, and we are a distributor. So if there is anyone in the local area in Orange, Seminole, Osceola, or Brevard County that's in need of Narcan, we'll bring it to you. And we gave out, like I said, 7,000 of those last year. So we make it a point to make sure everybody can have it in their hands, and we even have it in our lobbies. So anybody from the community can walk in our lobby, take Narcan from the Narcan stand, and leave. They don't even need to be seen or talk to anybody. They can just come take it and leave.
Good stuff. Perfect.
Matt's
Thank you so
always
much,
a
Matt.
gem. Matt's always dropping gems, never fails.
Perfect. So what
right,
we'll
guys.
do, Shay, since we're going to since we're going, Shay, in June to T Sims, we're going to take T Sims some. We're also going to take
Now,
some
I
to
don't know
Mount
if we
Dora
can
when we
travel
speak.
with it, so we'll have to find out what that looks like.
Ask Matt. Like, can you
I'll come
travel
back,
with it?
yeah. I'll find out. Yeah.
I'm sure you can. Like, I don't see why not. Like he said, like, if I'm not overdosed, it does nothing. You can shoot it to an infant nose and it does nothing. So I like Narcan because that to me is what makes it safe. If nothing is wrong with you, you take Narcan, nothing happens. Because sometimes in the world of substance abuse, they can take certain stuff and it still give them an effect that's not supposed to be a drug. Narcans don't work unless you're overdosed. So that's the cool part about it. So in fact, T Sims or anybody on the live right now, Google, can you travel with Narcan? Because if that's the case, I want to take T Sims some when we go. And the gem is, I think, is that all of y'all need to ask Google, or excuse me, Chat GPT. I just heard this guy, Matt, talk about getting Narcan for free. And he mentioned a bunch of counties. How can I get this in the county of where I live at and then give it the zip code? Because maybe you got a program in your city that you don't know about. Because God forbid one of your guys overdose in your place and there's no Narcan. Make sense, y'all? Now watch this. In my private group, I'm going to go into how that happened to me, what, Shay, 6 years ago? I ain't know nothing about no Narcan. So in my private group, I'm going to tell y'all how that Narcan could have saved the guy that I'm going to use this term lightly. He went to heaven in my place. He went to sleep, and let's just say he never woke up. Overdose. But what if my guys knew that and there was some Narcan when they were shaking him and he wouldn't wake up? Because my rule in my house is if we shaking somebody that don't wake up, we going to shoot that Narcan in their nose because we don't know. And what if he ain't on an overdose of it? No problem. I'd rather they shoot it in that boy's nose and he say, man, why you did that? And then he passed away and we could have saved him. Lee, does that make sense, Lee? They were shaking my guy. There he moved, so we just thought he was deep sleep. No, bro, he gone. But if the Narcan's there, my rule is if your roommate ain't waking up when we shaking and screaming your name in your ear, we shooting that Narcan in your nose, man. Okay. All right. Naloxone is the main. Thank you, T. Naloxone is the main ingredient. In fact, some people only call it that, right? But that is the main ingredient in it, naloxone. T says, yes, you can bring Narcan on plane and both carry on and checked. She even said on carry on. TSA allows it as necessary medication. Interesting. Typically in nasal spray form. So again, you heard the guy, right? Whether you hear this live with me now or on a replay, if you live in any one of those counties, he'll bring it to you. Do y'all understand that? No excuse for one of your guys to slip up and you know you don't have this, because he also gonna bring it and then educate your guys on how to use it. Not just, here you go, Tia, have a great day. Tia, he gonna show you how to use it. He gonna educate you on it. Man, this is a good YouTube room today, whether y'all say it or not. This is a good one today, Lee. Okay. So let me check some while I give Shay a minute.
So two of my ladies, guys, are just here. They just finished the healthcare screening, and they're actually, so I'll share more. Derrick, remind me to take this into our private group because I just learned something that I did not know. This organization is willing to do something for one of my residents that has no medical insurance, no income. They're willing to come and do her services because of her results from their pre-screen. All they need is a letter from me to tell them that she's with me, that she has no income, and that she's one of my charity beds. So that is the power of connections. Okay. But I'm going to give Mary over to y'all in a second so y'all can talk with Mary and see her, because she's been manning this table, Derrick. She has been doing her thing. Look at her. Look at her, y'all. She over here just working, y'all. She working. Mary's over here working, y'all. She is working.
Mary must be trying to get her a raise, ain't it, Shay? This is good stuff, y'all. Like this is delighted me because again, I didn't know Shay was gonna do this. I didn't know she had the ability to do this. I didn't know she could just jump on this screen without calling me or me letting her in. Like y'all, I'm not techie, so y'all, for me, this blows my mind that Shay is even on my screen right now because y'all know I'm not techie, so I don't understand how she did this. But I am so glad, Jennifer, if you're listening, which I'm sure you are. This is a great room, and a lot of people need to see those interactions from those people Shay was speaking to. That needs to be made for social media. We got to show people, like, what did Shay do today? Why do we do this? And this is how you find properties. This is how you get clients. This is how you get, y'all call them tenants. And Shay just told y'all 2 of her tenants are at this thing today. So when she said, my ladies are here, she ain't talking about staff. These are 2 of Shay. Oh, and the other lady, y'all, not to tell her business, she ain't been there not even 3 weeks yet. And already getting along good and showed up with pants.
She moved in on the 1st.
Oh, man. The day 11th,
She
y'all.
moved in on the 1st. It's been amazing, Derrick. I'm going to be honest. And the relationship that has been formed between her and just all of the residents in the house, like this is what? She's 10 days in? What's today?
11
She's
days
11
in.
days in. She's resided in my house for 11 days. And not only did she just get up and come with Pam, they're spending the day together. They're getting to know one another. They're sharing information
And this
as well.
place was
So
so
it's
close.
amazing.
They walked to it. Is that right? Or did you pick them up, Shay?
No, they walked. Because my house is literally, so for the, my house is literally, guys,
Shay's ILF,
right over
y'all,
that, like right
is close
in that
enough for Pam
community
to
over
walk
there.
to this place.
Correct. So they walked from the house. So that's another thing too about having access, being close by to areas when you do get your house that do things that support the community. Because now it's not you having to go pick people up. You can literally have them walk and meet you there and be there, right? So like when we're done, when they're done, they can come and hang out with us if they want. But it's a blessing. It is a true blessing.
Wow. And Shay, if you will allow me to tell the people, today was the first day, y'all, that Shay was actually able to use her truck for some of the stuff that she's been dreaming to do. So Shay used to drive a Mercedes, which she couldn't have put that table in it. She couldn't have put that banner stuff in it. None of that big stuff. So today she was happy, y'all, to use her truck to carry all of this stuff. Anyway, welcome, Mary. Good to see you, Mary. Tell the people who you are. Mary, greet your family because they know you from YouTube, but not in live. So tell them who you are, what you're doing, the name of your program.
Absolutely. Hi, family. My name is Derrick Whitehead. I have a housing program by the name of Journey to Journey Housing. I come from old school when bro used to be like, follow the leader. So yes, I do have housing behind my name. um, what I do is, as he probably has shared, I'm part of the Angela Denise board, and we help bring those that are in need of housing from hopeless to hopeful. So this is what we do. I'm part of the team, and it's a pleasure to do what we do. Hats off to all that are in the family and those that are going to connect and be part of the family, because there is definitely no need. Those who have came to the table today, I've heard that over and over again, saying this is much needed, definitely needed, definitely needed, definitely needed. So therefore, keep growing, y'all. Love
And
y'all.
Mary, talk about like what is your role? Because obviously, Mary, you got your own program. So why are you there with Shay promoting that? Why
Oh,
is
yes.
that? Tell the people about that.
Yes, I do have my own program. But I am here today representing the Angela Denise Foundation because I am part of the board for the Angela Denise Foundation.
Exactly.
And we work together. We're all in this together, y'all. We're family, right? And this is what we do. We support each other. And like I say, I'm part of the board. So that's why I'm here now speaking about housing. Yep.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Mary, thank you so much. Now, I haven't done this yet, but if you guys got any questions for Shay or Mary while we have them live, let us know and type it fast because as you see, Shay and them are on the go. But Mary, thank you so much. Somebody just said, I just found out about an event. That's Miss Viola on the 23rd. I don't have table, but after seeing Shay at the event, I'm going to go ahead and take my flyers and speak to the field coordinator. Exactly. Right. So, Miss Viola, I'm glad that this encouraged you because watch this, y'all. I've been doing this a long time and I've never bought a table. Shay took me to Lowe's last night at 9 o'clock because they don't close it to 10, y'all. We were probably only the 3 people in the store. I done learned already. I think I'm starting to like Lowe's better than Home Depot. It's quiet. It's clean. But anyway, Shay took me at 9 o'clock. Babe, I need a table because you ain't going to be there either. So, babe, I need a table for me and Mary. So we go to Lowe's, we get this table, and then probably Shay, what, 4 days ago you ordered that tent through, was it Amazon or Walmart? Let them know where
Amazon
you
for
got
like
all of this stuff from, Shay.
Amazon. So as you see, everybody else's tents are branded. So I'm
Branded.
actually gonna take my canopy. I can actually take the canopy and get it branded. So I'm gonna find the company
You
off of
gonna do it
OBT.
yourself with your stuff, Shay, or you gonna take it somewhere?
I think I'm gonna either do it myself or just depending on how much time
I
it
think you should
takes.
probably do it yourself with your DTF stickers.
Yeah, I
I mean,
can. I might.
huh?
I might do it myself.
Because where would you take it? Like, I don't know about that. Like, where
It's a
would you take
company
it?
on. It's a company on Orange, OBT that not Orange Avenue that does it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. But anyway,
Give
guys,
an
we love
example,
y'all.
Shay.
Huh?
Show the people an example of one of the tents that are branded.
Yeah, one right beside me.
Versus yours. Yeah.
Give me a second. So this one's branded. It has the phone number, their logo across the top, and phone number. And then, so it gives all the information. So for me, I would put a QR code right on the corner. So I'm going to do a QR code, not just the information, but a QR code. And as you see, I got brown so that it kind of fits into the aesthetic of what we do. At ADF, I got to get me some new chairs, y'all. So Derrick, I'm already placing the order of the things that we need
So
to
you
make these
kicking my
events
chairs to the
work.
curb already?
Yeah, they terrible. They are uncomfortable and they hurt your back and your butt.
So she talking about my stuff, y'all, after she done took it.
But anyway, guys.
All right, Shay. So
we're
like,
gonna
hey
head
guys,
out.
that's Shay reported from Channel 8 News, and we'll tune into y'all later. Thank you, Shay.
Love y'all.
All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm gonna get you guys out of here, but don't forget, T and I will have the information for the June event pretty soon. They're putting everything together, but I just want to tell you now, can 5 of y'all put in the chat June the 6th, DMV area. June the 6th, Brunch and Build, the DMV edition, hosted by T. Sims. This will not be the usual, I think, lunch and learn in terms of like the sandwiches. T a little bougie, y'all. So T want to feed y'all a little better. So the presentation of this, y'all, is going to be out of sight. So this is something that you don't want to miss. She's already showed us the venue. Guys, T coming with it, y'all. Probably going to be a topper style. I think that's how you call it, T, when you put them little plates and you put the little. Now, we ain't going to give you 8 chicken wings and a bowl of fries, but what if we put 2 or 3 wings on there and a little, you know what I mean? I don't know what T going to do. T family cooks. They're in the catering business. So that's where you guys are going to get the advantage at T's event from. So I'm encouraging everybody, June the 6th, Brunch and Build, hosted by T. Sims. And it's going to be the DMV edition. So we don't care if you in DC, Baltimore, or Virginia, or the surrounding areas. You need to be at this event. Today proved that, actually. For Shay to pop up and do that, what she just did, and then we coached from it. Guys, this is what this is all about. And it's different when you're in the room. And everybody that ever come to our live events always say, Derrick, boy, you good on YouTube, but this was special. This was different. Because different stuff usually come out. Okay? So I'm going to do what I promised y'all. I'm going to pray you guys out of here. And I'm going to pray that very last thing that I talked about. Because one more time, my prayer that y'all don't have 10 landlords if you desire 10 houses. If you desire 4 houses, I don't want you to have 4 landlords, really, unless they're the greatest landlords ever. Shout out to my guy, one of my landlords. I don't mean to be mean, but Mr. Brian M. I'm going to just say that to keep him a little private. Bro, I appreciate you, right? Because most of y'all landlords, y'all, they're going to be slumlords. They're not going to fix nothing. They ain't going to want to do nothing on your behalf, but they're going to say, where that rent money at, right? And I got one landlord, y'all. Like, whatever I call him for, he just take care of it. So much so, y'all, that I just had a brand new faucet replaced at one of my properties, Mr. Brian, and the claim was denied by American Home Shield. So the faucet was $170 something, and it was $191 with tax. I'm so impressed how he does stuff with me and how fast he's on it. I say, Mr. Brian, this time on me, sir. He was shocked. He was like, Derrick, why you did that? I said, man, you always respond so fast when we need you. And plus, the guy talking about the thing was leaking, so I didn't want him to have to wait, him to go, come back, and now our cabinets are ruined because of water damage. So I just took care of it. That brought me some cool points, I'm going to assume. He was like, wow, Derrick, I appreciate you. I said, no, we got into an appreciation war. And that's a good thing because I said, no, I appreciate you, Brian. Because he said, no, Derrick, I said, no, Brian, because all my landlords are trash except you. He said, but we went back and forth about how we appreciate each other. I said, man, this time it's on me. So I spent $191 for a brand new kitchen faucet because they denied the claim and wouldn't fix it. And I can't have a leak in the kitchen while, So I said, Brian, it's on me today. So let that be a lesson to you all. Pray for a great landlord like Mr. Brian or better, because chances are, guys, and I'm just my experience, you're going to get some crummy landlords that won't fix nothing. That's the whole reason why I get American Home Shield. I need somebody to come fix that AC when it breaks, because the landlord going to say, well, we'll see. Bro, we in June. We in July. Bro, we in August. It's hot. Ain't no can we see. I need somebody here today. When I learned that they won't do that sometime, I said, you know what? How can I take control of this myself? And that's when I went and got American Home Shield for myself for every property I rent or lease or buy. Let that be a gem. So my prayer again, that you guys get one landlord that owns multiple properties, and that guy or that lady allows you to do what you do. Let's take one more break, you guys. I'm going to pray you guys out of here, and I'm going to get y'all out of here. But don't forget, June 6th, we're going to be in the DMV area, specifically Baltimore, Maryland. We'll be right back.
If this is your first time ever joining us, first of all, I want to say thank you. Second of all, I hope you're enjoying the content. But probably most importantly, I want you guys to text more info to the phone number 407-326-0086. That's going to give you our introductory webinar that breaks all of this down. And it also gives you a call with someone on our team to answer every question you have before moving forward. Because remember, I don't want you to buy nothing before you have a clear understanding of what this is and how to operate it. So one more time, text only these two words, more info, to 407-326-0086, and you will get an immediate download. You click that, you put your name, email address, and phone number, instant download. After watching that webinar, which is about 55 minutes long, first of all, it's going to change your life. Second of all, make sure you book that call, and then you join us 7 days a week on our YouTube channel right here at Forston Consultants, and we'll see you on the other side of success. Hey, what's going on, family? I hope you guys are enjoying the show. But just in case you was wondering, how in the world do we rent these properties or lease them? And what does the conversation sound like that we're telling the homeowner to convince them to rent their house to us? That's one of the biggest things in this business, and I want to give it to you. So text the word purpose, PURPOSE, to the phone number 407-326-0086. And we're going to give you the exact guide to what we say, how do we dress, how do we find them, everything you need to know in terms of to get your first property. We put it in the ebook. And again, it's called The Pursuit of Purpose and Profit. Text the word purpose to 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success. I hope you guys are enjoying the information, and we super appreciate you guys being here. Don't forget, though, if you want to be an affiliate of what we do to get 40% of it, make sure you guys text the word affiliate to 407-326-0086. And remember, I pay 40% of whatever you sell.
All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen, and we are closing. Again, thank y'all so much for joining us today. I almost appreciated that today was a smaller group. I trust that most of y'all are what I consider family. And if somebody's new, great. But I like it when I do have the family type people here. So I appreciated this small setting today. And again, I hope I said one thing. I hope you saw one thing. I don't need to be 10 or 20 but if Shay showed you one thing or said one thing at that event, or if I said one thing, then pretty much my job here is done. And I pray that God is able to help you move at the speed of instruction to make a lot of your dreams come true. Because my job is to show you that it's possible, right? As a great coach and as your big brother, My main job is to show you that it's possible. And once you believe that, then you're really moldable to be able to coach to do the thing, right? So that whole do, be, have. One of my coaches breaks that all the way down. I won't do that today, but do, be, have. And maybe I will do that one day. And that's not mine. I'll give full credit to where that goes, but I do live by that, right? Do the thing, to be, to have. And I'm going to break that down. I'm going to try my best on one of these nights. Other than that, I want to pray over you guys real quick, like I always do. And then I want to just put that one piece in there, that my prayer is that you find that one connect. Now, if you get multiple landlords, great. But let them be like Mr. Brian. The love is, though, that when you find the one that gets it, we ain't got to keep explaining it to people. When you say, oh, got another one. Antonio, you want this next one coming up? I sure do, sir. Right. So other than that, Father God, thank you so much, man, for a great opportunity today to learn and grow together. Father God, as I always say, by your mercy and grace, bring this back to our remembrance, especially when we need it. Sometimes when we get a lot of great info, God, sometimes it just kind of fall to the wayside. But let none of these words fall to the wayside. Allow them to stick. And again, God, help us move at the speed of instruction to get all of this done. Father God, one of my main prayers for these people today, that they're going to receive no's. People are going to think they're crazy at times when they're asking to rent somebody's house. But God, you did it for all of the people I coach, so it's no different for these folks. Will you give these people one landlord that owns multiple properties, which makes the way easy for us? Less restriction, and we don't have to keep asking people for this same thing. So, Father God, can you give us favor with somebody in the city? Can you give us favor with first you, God, and then man? And allow that when these people begin to talk about what this is, especially if they use our verbiage, allow it to sound like the best thing since sliced bread. And Father God, like always, we'll be ever so careful to give you all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise. In fact, we'll do it now and say, thank you, God, for what you're getting ready to do in the lives of these people. God, you already did it for Shay and I. Can you do it even bigger for these people? And can you do it fast? Because one more time, God, most of us have failed in life at something. And most of us want to do your will. We want to help people. And we trying to get this real estate piece together. God, can you merge it all together? And like I said, we'll be ever so careful to give you the glory, the honor, the praise, and you can take all the credit. And God will only tell people that you allow us to be the vessel of which it flowed through. But God, I want the people to know it's you. So I stand on the soapbox today and I tell the world that God, without you, this is all baloney. But oh God, with your help, by your mercy and your grace, people are going to think these folks are geniuses in their city when they implement this model. God, I thank you for allowing us to be the trademark holders of the model that you gave me. And God, thank you for allowing me and my team to move at the speed of instruction to help everybody that has the will and the want to do it. Father God, can you bless us financially as well? Bless these people with money and finances to be able to do your will. Bless them with great health, because I believe health is one of our greatest assets. With poor health, God, sometimes it's hard to do your will. But with great health, because bad health, we can't get it done sometimes. But with great health, God, nothing is impossible to him that believes. So, Father God, we put our trust in you. We ask you to help us with our health and help us not to make any excuses for something you've already told us to do. My quote says, procrastination is the arrogant assumption that God would give us more time for something that he already told us to act on. So, God, I just want to say thank you again for what you've done for me and my family. And God, I thank you for what you do for these people. And one more time, God, we give you thanks. We give you glory. We give you honor. And we give you praise. Because all of this is yours. You just allow us to manage it. Thank you for that. And it's in Jesus' name we pray. If you guys believe that, say amen. I love y'all like a fat kid loves cake. And guess what? I'm more than likely not going to be live on Monday. I get a lot of more dental work done. And But as usual, we'll have some replays out. If I can halfway talk, I'll probably come on. But other than that, man, you guys be great. Don't forget about June the 6th. If I were you, I would be T. Sims' friend. I would stalk her Facebook page, and I would watch her page every day to find out when is she dropping the actual sign up. Because as of today, we just telling you it's coming, and it's going to sell out fast. This is not something you're going to want to wait on. There will be a specific number of tickets and a specific number of people that will tour the facility. So don't be one of the people that wait till like the last day and you get it the day before. When she puts it out, and I want you to follow T. Sims. She's in the chat. I'm going to put her right here on the screen. I will stalk her social media page in a nice way to look at what she's doing, look at what she's promoting, because she's doing this, y'all. She ain't trying to think about it. She's doing it, right? And she's one of my fast people too, right? So I want people to glean from that. So we're doing the whole event surrounded about her. Remember, our events are called POC, Proof of Concept. Yeah, it's got a title about ILF Anywhere DMV edition, but the real name of this, kind of the unwritten name, is called POC, Proof of Concept, showing you that I can take somebody that's a complete stranger to me, turn her into my sister, and if she take the coaching and listen and implement it, she gonna have her own program, and that's what she did, and we want to show y'all. Makes sense. So I want to thank even Katara Johnson for kind of being, I think, one of the first people that we ever done that with. Katara Johnson started all of that, right? I was like, man, how can I show other people this works? And I always talk about me, and my houses and what I did. How can I show you other people that didn't know me before they came to the coaching? T didn't know me. And now she's family. And now I'm coming to the DMV area. I'm going to walk through her place. She's going to take me through her city. And if I'm nice, she may take me to dinner. You never know. No, I'm joking, T. In fact, it'll be the opposite. We'll be taking y'all to dinner, right? But I look forward to a great event. Baltimore, Maryland, the DMV area. So if you're in D.C., Virginia, or Baltimore, B-more, as I think y'all call it, T, we want to see you there. And the price point going to be stupid low, and they're going to feed you. This is one of those things where I say, guys, if you don't come, like, you don't want to do this. Why wouldn't you want to come see it? Also, it slid in on us, but April the 25th, I'm going to be in Mount Dora. What's that, Lake County? So if you're in Lake County, Mount Dora, Eustis, Claremont, Orlando, Jacksonville, like, all that's the same to me. I want to see you April 25th. And that's been hosted by by Maurice and Carly Sales. What is the name of her website? Oh, Jesus. Strengthen Thy Sister, I think, .com. Let me look that up real quick. Oh, this my carpet cleaning guy, y'all. Hold on, I'm getting the carpet cleaned today. Hello, this is Derrick. I'm doing good. How about yourself, Will? 1 o'clock is fine. Yes, sir.
I know you had a meeting and I text, but I didn't get a response.
Yep. I'm about to end it right now, actually. So you got perfect timing. So 1 o'clock is perfect, sir. Yep.
All right. Thank you so very much.
Thanks a lot. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. So that was something that my assistant set up for me, Jess, carpet cleaning. So all of my ILFs this week, we cleaning that carpet, right? So sometimes, here's a teaching moment. Sometimes when I've been told to go and visit a place, especially as that social worker, and our clients that we serve, y'all do a lot of walking in and out the house. You should see some of these carpets, y'all. Guys, we got to clean that carpet. It makes the place look better and smell better. Make sense? So I got a 1 o'clock appointment, so I got to go. But make sure we're cleaning that carpet through a real person and not you going to get that rug doctor from Home Depot. We ain't doing that. Go get the guy that's going to put that steam on it, and it's going to look almost brand new when he done. Make sense? All right, I'm gone. Y'all be great. June 6th, go follow T. Sims, because she's just like y'all. She family. Didn't know what this was a few months ago. Got in it, went through bumps and bruises, was told no 10 times, and now found the lady that says, every time you want one, T. Sims, give me a call. Now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ever ask or think, according to God's power that worketh in us. You guys be great, and I'm gone.
If this is your first time ever joining us, first of all, I want to say thank you. Second of all, I hope you're enjoying the content. But probably most importantly, I want you guys to text more info to the phone number 407-326-0086. That's going to give you our introductory webinar that breaks all of this down. And it also gives you a call with someone on our team to answer every question you have before moving forward. Because remember, I don't want you to buy nothing before you have a clear understanding of what this is and how to operate it. So one more time, text only these two words, more info, to 407-326-0086, and you will get an immediate download. You click that, you put your name, email address, and phone number, instant download. After watching that webinar, which is about 55 minutes long, first of all, it's going to change your life. Second of all, make sure you book that call, and then you join us 7 days a week on our YouTube channel right here at Forston Consultants, and we'll see you on the other side of success. Let's go.
Most people don't fail because they're broke. They fail because they're not in the right room. The ILF Academy is not another Facebook group. It's the cheapest and most affordable access point to learning the independent living facility model. In fact, my master class that I taught, it was over 3 hours and 58 minutes. I put that inside of this $5 group. And if you know anything about me, guys, only my one-on-one people get that kind of coaching. But I'm giving it to you all because I want no excuses this year that you didn't know how to get started. So the ILF Academy Elite is only $5, and I'm going to put the link below. We'll see you there. The first step to getting started with your own independent living facility is texting the phrase more info to 407-326-0086. One more time, if you text the phrase more info to that phone number, we're going to give you an immediate text message. You fill out your name, email address, and phone number, and we're going to send it to you instantly to watch it with you and your family or you and your team. And then if you have questions, we want you to join us 7 days a week on our YouTube channel so that we can learn and grow together. But if you think that you want to move forward with one of our coaching products, we'll also speak to you by phone just to make sure that you understand fully what you're getting yourself into. And again, it starts with our webinar. So text more info to the phone number 407-326-0086, and we'll see you on the other side of success.
Hey, Derrick. I just want to ask, what's the biggest benefit of independent living facility?
Well, in my opinion, the best form of real estate is shared housing. That's why we invented the independent living facility model, because we view it like this. Why get one house and rent to one income, right? A family usually, mom, dad, 3 kids. What the ILF model does, it allows you to take that same 4-bed, 2-bath home and take 8 people from homeless to hopeful. That's the benefit of shared housing.
So what's the secret to being so successful in the ILF housing model?
The biggest secret literally that we have, and it's kind of no secret because we always say it, we keep God first, right? We love people and we love real estate. So we live by this thing that says that we want to please God, right? Because we believe that if you do that, man, everything else can just fall in place. We believe in helping people. And that's something that's actually in the Bible. God says that when you do unto the least of thee, it's like you're doing it unto him. We also believe in being respected by our community while we're doing it. When I first started this, guys, nobody knew me. Today, we're really well known, but not because of how great I am. It's because of the housing program that's changing the lives in the city in which we live in. And then the last part about it, I want you guys to make enough money to feed your family. So one more time, we believe in pleasing God, helping people, being respected by the community, but I also want you to make enough money to feed your family. And you can do that while doing the independent living facility model. So just text more info, just those 2 words, more info, to 407-326-0086. And that's the first starting point.
David, I know you're not there yet, but remember I told you to act in faith, and while you're doing all the homework that I told you about earlier, always be looking for a property, whether that's on Zillow, Realtor.com, Facebook Marketplace, or word of mouth using your social media. Always be looking for a property, because you just never know when God's going to say, go, it's your time. Yeah, I remember that. But, and you won't believe it, but I actually found a property, and it's in one of them HOAs. And see, David, I can tell already you haven't been listening, because that's one of my major rules is that we never start an independent living facility in an HOA or a community association. Because always in the fine print, it's going to say something about you can't run a business inside of here and you cannot sublet, which is the entire like model of what we do. Does that make sense? Dennis, would you happen to have like a list of things that, you know, you did wrong in the beginning when you first started your independent living facility? Like what kind of mistakes that you made? David, that's actually a great question, right? Even coming from you. I wrote a book that's entitled How to Avoid the ILF Fiasco. And in fact, David, it's the 12 dumbest mistakes that are ever made. And because I didn't want other people to make them, I put it in a book. So go to forstonconsultants.com. That's again, forstonconsultants.com and check it out. That's where you can find all of our ebooks, all of our coaching, and more information about live events. Well, I'm gonna just have to do that then, because that sounds like a good starting point to me. Hey, Dennis, I was watching one of your replays on your YouTube channel, you know, over there at Forston Consultants, and you said something about paying us as an affiliate if we refer somebody to y'all and they get the coaching, you will pay me. Like, what does that mean? David, do you listen or understand anything we talk about? And yes, that's true. We'll literally pay you for using your affiliate link, that if you drive somebody to us for the coaching and they get it, we pay you 40%. We started that last year. Not sure how long Derrick could continue to do that, but David, get in now. Text the word affiliate to 407-326-0086. Fill out the information and you're in. It's that easy. Wow, man. That's a heck of a deal, because basically you telling me if I refer somebody to you for your one-on-one coaching, you're going to give me 40% of that. So Dennis, you know, in your professional opinion, you know, since you trademarked the ILF, which is the best population, or probably which is the easiest population to serve when I want to get started with my ILF? Well, if you're asking me my personal opinion, I love the elderly adults and military veterans. They're super independent. They don't usually need much from you. And again, they're just easier. People that are more settled in life, meaning age-wise, they just typically are a little bit easier than your younger crew. So, but I always tell people also, right, choose your population by what your community is dictating. Where I live at in Orlando, Florida, it screams for military veterans and elderly adults, which just so happens to be my favorite.